Hello and welcome back to Terps Esports. Tonight we have Mucho streaming for you. Mucho Rocket League streaming. Tonight is pretty epic. The Rocket League guys are going up against a potential quadruple header, which is like so many heads. I've got the Mighty Ives with me. I am Chris. We have Halloween decor. We have the reminder that the Mighty Buka was here. We have a scary cat. We have an eye exam.
We're going to hop into this first match against Brock Esports. And I mean, to say it's a quadruple header is a bit of a, misleading phrase to use there to make the viewers assume that all four of these matches are entirely separate. This first match against Brock Esports is, will stand alone by itself. But the rest of these matches tonight will be a tournament match for the Bluegrass Boost Battle qualifiers.
So we're looking at potential of 4 matches. Right now, with Brock Esports, we're going up against them in a best of 5 match, which is our play versus match for the evening.
Right into this kickoff, we're seeing a early, showing from Terps Esports with Hexy.
Yep.
Taking an early shot at goal. Now we're seeing, Brock Esports, try to go on the attack. Turtle's gonna.
Ooh, nice demolition.
They're gonna get some demolitions in.
Yep, Waiters just demoed his opponent, and let's see, they're going up against the goal and seeing what they can do with it. Hexy is juggling.
Yeah, unfortunately knocked away by Brock Esports. We're just gonna see them just respond, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any real shot on goals from Brock Esports yet into this match, which I think is really get testament to the skill of Terps Esports.
Yeah. Let's see. Hexy is working on juggling it in.
Barely
and
missing.
Yeah, trying for sort of a sideways kick and something that's not easily controlled. And yeah, but they're doing a good job keeping it in the Brock zone as much as they can.
Yeah, I think really we're seeing some kind of missed contact there in the aerials. I think we're still getting warmed up. Hopefully,
and, Hexy's running after it. He got a little up towards the midfield without really dropping himself back, but he is working. Yeah, I think there we go. Nice shot attempt there.
Yeah, I think this first match is going to be really good to loosen up, get warmed up, so that the Terps can have an incredible showing in this tournament. Unfortunately, barely flew past the Terps.
And choose Sawyer's. I don't know what to do with that text icon there.
I think you just say soars.
Okay.
So in the brackets is a tag for the team you're in Rocket League.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we see UMD next to Hexy, Turtle, and
Yeah.
Raiders. That's just because they're in the UMD club on Rocket League.
But I've never seen someone use that text icon sort of directly in the middle of their player name in the tag. Yeah. All right, and they are.
Luckily for the Terps, Brock Esports didn't have a clear line on goal there, just barely saving them for another goal.
Yeah.
We're gonna see, really just kind of need to see some action from Terps Esports. They're playing on the back foot after that first goal. And it just seems like a lot of these saves have been due to unfortunate positioning.
Exactly, bad angles. Yeah, this is the beautiful game if you were riding a drunken dinosaur and playing with that.
I'm not sure I can envision that, but maybe someone can.
All right.
Great block from Waiters.
Yep.
Seeing Turtle take it down to the side of Brock Esports.
Let's see. Yeah, Terps are definitely trying to push it back into Brock Esports' section. Brock Esports is not having it, and they are pushing up the offensive. They know they're only as good as their small lead.
Indeed, we're seeing Brock Esports players in the Terps Esports goal maybe getting a bit overzealous.
Yeah.
With that.
Putting themselves in a bad position.
Hopefully Turtle can get this out of the Terps Esports corner.
Yeah.
And take it down. Blocked by 2 Brock Esports defenders. One of them is out of the way, and he just can't, re-engage on that ball.
Hexy's working on the juggle, and Brock is just there to block it.
Yeah, you know, I think...
Yeah, I think UMD's a bit on the back foot here, as much as they don't want to be.
Especially with their rebound game there, you see, you know, Terps are having to struggle to get it downfield after, you know, wrestling the ball from Brock Esports.
Yeah.
But as soon as Terps misses a shot on Brock Esports goal, it's basically, you know, open. They can send it right into Terps Esports side of the field. And I think they really need to work on their re-engage, especially because, like, you know, most of the time, you know, the first shot on goal isn't going to be the one that gets it in.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's a question of angles, and Sai almost had the rebound there.
Yeah, Waiters luckily getting it out of the air to the side.
The Terps are falling into the category of relying on a bit too much luck here, unfortunately. Hexy is trying to juggle it down and see if he can tie it up. And, ooh, Waiters gets it! Beautiful, beautiful rebound off the top beam.
Yeah, just the knockoff of a Brock Esports player. I think, you know, it's just great. You see that just kind of pinch it into to Brock Esports goal. I think, it would have gone in if they weren't there, but, you know, luckily there was nothing they could do to stop it.
So this... Ooh,
and just another goal. Just
Turtle nails it.
You know, 18 seconds left. I think the Terps have kind of locked in.
Yeah.
I think Brock Esports wasn't really prepared for that. There was no one in goal there to block them. And thankfully they secured that lead for them with 18 seconds left in this first match.
It may be 2-1. It may not be luxurious, but I think it could definitely do what they needed to do. All right, 10 seconds left, folks. 6, 5, 4.
Actually taking it there.
Oh my God! Oh, with
And
2 seconds left, solidifies it.
You know, you see the fist bumps there.
Yeah.
I think he was really excited about that happening. It's just like incredible.
The guys are happy.
You know, it was just, he took it from way downfield and just was in the air the whole time. I think he was preparing for the clock to hit 0 so he could keep it in the air.
Yeah.
But he didn't even need that.
And now it's down to the last touch, and UMD takes the first round of the best of 3 of 5 against Brock Esports. If you'll notice, and this is full credit to our director, CJ, he basically created a completely badass logo for Brock Esports. He took their mighty Badger thing and added sort of demonic colors and a gaming headset, and that CJ does not get enough credit. I mean, he is amazing with graphics and pulling everything out in a pinch, and I'm sorry, it just looks sick. This is like the gamer Badger.
Yeah, you know, hopefully Brock Esports is capable of channeling the energy
of the Demon Badger
that they've had of this awesome logo into this match. You know, off to an early lead, you know, but the Terps still have, you know, 4 minutes, 50 seconds, 7-second goal into the match. I think that's definitely going to impact, you know, there's going to be some conversations definitely from the Terps.
Oh, definitely. You know, they ride a 3-1 high, and then 7 seconds in, sort of it's going to bring him in. Oof. Oh, and Soares is right there for the rebound. Oof.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit confused. I think no one was in goal there.
Yeah.
You know, you had people up front. Yeah, I think Turtle was up front there, not really doing much. I think it's just maybe we're feeling a little excited based on that last performance. Waiters is going to take it in. Open goal.
Oh, Waiters! Ooh, makes it 2-1.
Just a great response.
Oof. Yeah. And I'm noticing there's been a goal literally every 7 seconds, which can then like jump into conspiracy theories if you wanted to, or just timing.
Yeah, I think it is just
coincidence.
You know, like the average amount of time it takes to get the ball across the field, you know, to get off of kickoff and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that works.
Seeing, you know, an engage from Turtle to to block an advance on the goal. Waiter's going to take it into the air.
Yeah.
Just dribbling right now, unable to get it all the way to the goal.
Scores, intercepts, and yeah, oof. And Sai nails it, does the celebratory car flip, and the Terps just couldn't fall back in time, unfortunately, making it 3-1 in favor of Brock Esports.
Yeah. I mean, 4 minutes left for the Terps to get 2+ goals here.
Yeah.
But I think based on this, tempo
frenetic,
they've built up, they just kind of have to work on their defense.
Yep. It's just the tempo game. If the Terps can find a balance between pressing hard and falling back when they need to, then I think they've got this in hand. They do have some breathing room with a 1-game lead, but this is and Waiters takes it perfectly, just zooms in right where he needs to be.
Yeah, just an open goal.
Yep.
None of the Brock Esports players had any boost. Some of them weren't even up after getting demoed.
Yep.
They just, free open goal. Two Terps Esports players were there. They could have scored.
Yeah.
Just easy for them.
Yep. So, hello to everyone in the chat tonight. Hope you're having a good night. And whatever's on your mind, just chime in. And thank you for coming out for Rocket League tonight. All right.
Great block shot by Hexy. I'm going to try and get it out of the Terps Esports corner.
It's a kernel made of corners. It's like it's like a Linux thing. All right. Ooh. And the near goal for Brock Esports there, just nails it off the top bar. And Turtle is trying to get out of the corner with limited boosts. And Waiters has a beautiful, beautiful block there.
Turtle's coming in,
Yep.
just dribbling it on top of the car.
Yeah.
Knocked away by Rock Esports.
And
But he gets
Turtle,
a cheeky demo in.
Yep. This may honestly come down to demos. I mean, just thin the other team out. Yeah, Sai blows up Hexy, and that's like a 5-second delay in regenning and responding.
Yeah, we're seeing this.
Yeah.
Oof. Good defense. Despite all the demos, Terps haven't let through that goal. You're seeing take it to the side of Brock Esports.
Yep.
All 3 of them are on the blue side. If this ball gets wrestled away from them, defense is going to be pretty hard. But luckily, they've got a good control of the ball.
Yeah, this is frenetic. My only concern is, okay, good. They left someone back to look after the goal. Turtle gets a beautiful block on that.
Yeah, just Waiters there to stop that shot. Turtle's going to stop that one.
Yep.
And they've got 2 minutes left to make something happen. 3-2 right now.
Just momentum. And let's see what can happen. Waiters is trying for the rebound kick in.
Turtle might try and engage here.
Yeah.
Who just
doesn't quite have the angle. Yeah.
And the momentum.
Absolute momentum. Hexy is seeing what he can do with it. Still over 1:20 left. Anyone's game, but that's an open goal from Lev with the exclamation point at the beginning, which is, that's where the excitement begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4-2 in favor of Brock Esports.
Still anyone's game. I've seen the Terps, score many a goal in just this small amount of time.
This is why every professional game in the history of sports, the last 2 minutes takes about 28 minutes. Just timeout, 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 timeout. And usually the sponsors are pretty happy at the end of that. All right.
Waiters missing a shot there.
Oof.
Just
Oh,
leaving
boy.
an open
Yeah.
goal. 5-2 with a minute left.
Yep.
Head in hands, just maybe a bit embarrassed about that whiff on the ball there that just kind of led to an open goal for Brock Esports.
Hey, but you gotta love the Shark. Come on. I have slogged through all 4 Jaws movies. Trust me, the first one's the best.
Wasn't aware that they made 4 of them.
Oh, boy. The thing was, Roy Scheider, the star, only wanted to do the first one. They dragged him back for the second one, which was pretty good, and then 3 and 4, it's like, oh, he died. They're not good. One's at SeaWorld, and the other has Michael Caine in it.
Open goal for Terps Esports.
Yeah,
They're gonna
they are.
play defense here. 20 seconds left.
Yeah,
You gotta get 3 goals here.
Oof. Yeah, I think.
Rocky Esports blocking that shot by Waiters.
Yeah, what we got? Yeah, I think they. Sometimes you gotta take you on the chin. 2, 1, and let's see, still kicking it around. All right, Esports. Brock Esports ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, I think 1-1 isn't bad. Essentially, now you're playing what? Well, like a best of 6 now, or
best of 5.
They're playing a best of 5.
Yeah.
It's 1-1.
Yeah.
So now they're playing a best of 3.
Yeah. I can see
essentially.
that. No, whatever dreams of an easy sweep you might have had, you got to respect the other team. That they can always pull it out, and but if there's one thing I can say about the Terps, they don't let themselves get down. They get over the loss usually, and I've seen the teams just pull some amazing comebacks out of it, which make them a fan favorite and make them amazing to watch.
Yeah, they get knocked down, but they get up again because there ain't nothing keeping them down.
I know.
Great block by Turtle.
That was a great one-hit wonder. All right. Let's see if they're changing the strategy. And Sai gets the first goal of the game.
Yeah, I think it's not much to say there. I think that was just good technique by Brock Esports. Fundamentals, just keeping the ball on the side of Terps Esports.
Exactly, just pound on it. Dennis Rodman may not have been the sanest or nicest human being, but he could rebound, and that All right, Lev puts the second goal in there, and yeah, Brock Esports is just attacking.
Yeah, Waiters blocking that first,
Yeah.
aggress onto goal, but
Yeah.
unable to get the second. No one else from Terps was there to help there.
Yeah. I'm sort of wondering, in your mind, can the Terps change it up, against this?
I think they can. It's only been 1 minute into this match.
Right.
Yeah. There's so much time to change things. Just I reassess.
I don't know if their coach is here or not, so I'm kind of wondering where they get a grander strategy from if the coach.
I think their coach is online with them.
Oh, okay, virtual. All right, remote. Yeah.
Right now we're just seeing.
Yeah, seeing what Waiters can do in terms of juggling and trying to get everything in place. Yeah.
Some back and forth on side of Brock Esports.
Ooh, there we go. Oh, and Hexy just picks it up at the perfect moment. It catches Brock Esports off guard. Soars is just in the wrong position, and double dragon animation, 2-1. UMD keeping it going, keeping it live, and seeing what they can do with this momentum.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to see Hexy, block this aerial attempt from Brock Esports.
Yep.
Turtle, good block. In the corner right now.
Yep.
Trying to knock it away.
There we go. And Sai is juggling and seeing what he can do. UMD, oof.
Right off by Hexy.
Yeah, right off the goalpost. And yeah, they are really pushing. And ooh, Turtle demos choose Soars.
Yeah, I think that was just great to maintain control over the ball there.
So What is it for regeneration? Like a 5-second delay, or?
I'm not sure exactly, like 3 to 5.
Okay.
Terps on the back foot right now.
Yeah.
Didn't knock it away from the
Taking
straight
it out.
shot to goal.
Yeah, Lev is taking a shot. Hexy is not having it. And Turtle is just sweeping back, and they're seeing what they can do. If nothing else, I will say this: they're cutting off the front angle, and they're making Brock Esports have to work from the side angles, which are always going to be rougher for the shot. So they're trying to keep it down that way. If nothing else, they're just closing down the front as best they can.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's really was a major blind spot of the Terps, was just that straight shot on goal.
Yeah.
Playing the defense to take that away from them.
Yeah.
Definitely an advantage to them.
All right. And let's see. Terps are digging it out of their half of the zone. And Turtle detonates Choose Source. And Waiters ties it up. Just, it's not the flashiest play style in the world, but Waiters is just there, just sneaks in at the right moment, makes it 2-2, just gets the momentum up and going.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's really, like, that goal took so long to happen, but it was a Terps Esports goal,
Yeah.
Like, Waiters got that one. I think it's hopefully a sign that, in the studio tonight, we've seen, like, them activate.
Yeah.
And they've,
What we got?
They're warmed up. They're playing the best they can be.
Yeah. And just Waiters is not the flashiest player in real life, but just really nice guy. Quietly spoken, but just slips in and he's there where you need him to be, and it's awesome to watch. All right.
Now, Brock Esports has it right above Terps goal, knocked away by Turtle.
Yeah. Sai is seeing what he can do, and oof. And Turtle sweeps in from the side and is working clear at the very least. Overtime may not be the coolest thing in the world, but if it gets you to a win, it gets you to a win.
Right now, we're seeing Waiters just try and get it past the last Brock Esports player, but unfortunately, he's just going to get into a head-on collision there.
All right, down under 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and going for the final touch.
It's in the air.
Let's see. Oof, off the... Oh my... Ooh,
you hate to see that.
At the last possible second.
I think really the Terps were expecting it to just kind of fall there.
Mm-hmm. Swords was in the right place at the right time. Shark.
Yeah, just missing that last defense there.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate. Can't really do anything.
Ouch. All right, bringing this to 2-1. The Terps have to win the next 2 to clear through this. So.
Yeah, definitely, and I think they're more than capable of doing that.
Yeah. Just so close, so absolutely close. Just wrong. Just absolute right place, right time for Brock Esports, and the gaming badger still looks amazing.
Yeah, but I do think we're seeing a definite improvement over these matches.
Mm-hmm.
Terps got, their first, got the first map all on their own. But then Brock responded in kind, and I think the Terps have definitely improved to, make what happened in that second game.
Absolutely,
not happen.
Yeah. We're going to see how they play and keep their territory tonight. Let's see.
Definitely. Brock Esports
Yeah.
trying to do their best to defend right now.
Yeah.
Up in the air. Turtles.
Yeah, Turtle is...
grab for it.
Yeah, trying to juggle. All right. Okay. Folks, tiny bit of a change here. We have the player cameras off very briefly. We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty with it. We'll get their handsome faces back up on the screen for you very, very soon. If I know anything about CJ, he can make it happen. Or CJ is mighty. All right. The Terps are pressing hard against the Brock Esports territory, and seeing what they can do as far as juggling it.
Yeah, Hexy just pinched it against the side of the wall there to center it, but unfortunately there's no contact made there. I think you saw Turtle, dive in for that goal.
Yeah.
But just slightly off for timing.
Yeah. So what else? This is I mean this I will admit that the Terps seem harder pressed. Usually in a lot of their matches they can keep the ball in the opponent's territory for 70, 80, even 90% of the game. Here, Brock Esports is just really, really pushing them back a bit, and keeping them a bit more on the back foot than they might be used to being. Yeah, that was an incredibly long shot. Just they weren't in the back, and Waiters tried to charge over, tried to use his boost over, and Brock Esports has a 1-0 lead here with 3:02 left to go.
Yeah, just solid contact from the side of Brock Esports on that ball just made it too fast for Terps to try and defend against it. I think
that they got caught up in pushing against Brock Esports and just trying to keep the ball down in that territory when the ball slips away.
Definitely, but at least up until that point, the Terps were playing, a great game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Still plenty of time left. Anything can happen, and anything will happen. It's Rocket League. That's how it goes.
Turtle's taken to the air.
Yep.
Blocked by Brock Esports.
Yep. And Waiters manages to detonate Soars for about 3 to 5 second advantage. Side detonates Waiters. Ooh, and Lev gets an excellent rebound.
Yeah, I think,
just from roughly more. Ooh, yeah.
Waiters was just too far away to block that shot there.
Ouch.
2 minutes left. Terps are capable of anything.
Yep.
Just seeing. Soars is gonna get it into the corner of the Terps.
Yep.
Trying their best to
digging
not
out
get
their
another
territory.
goal.
Yeah.
Hexy's drive, unfortunately, blocked by Brock Esports.
Yep. And Lev is working to dig it out. Let's see what. And the Terps. Ooh.
Just barely blocked by Brock Esports.
Yep. Turtle is working to keep it in the blue area. All right. Coach.
Here, Turtle getting intercepted.
Yep. Coach Physics saying hi on the chat. I still believe, boys. We believe in you, Coach. Sergio, good. He is the director of the Terps Esports program. He is mighty.
Right now we're seeing 1 minute left for the Terps. Need to score 2 goals here. Hexy knocking up here. That's an open goal.
Open goal. Just wrong place, wrong time, and Brock Esports took advantage of it.
Yeah, there was just such a lob into the center of the field. And Brock Esports just had the control over the field there.
Again with the shark. Alright, let's see if the Terps can do anything with it. Otherwise, we are going to be moving into the qualifiers for the Bluegrass Boost Battle, which are double elimination in which the Terps are hoping to win every one of their matches.
Unfortunately, Waiters unable to get that second tap into the goal. All 3 of Brock Esports players were there to defend.
Oh yeah, just you do have to admit their defense is this Leviathan. They drop everyone back as soon as they can. I think they realize they have to, and it's worked for them. So
definitely.
Yeah, Hexy is not quite in the right place where he needs to be. And we're down to the last touch. 3, 2, 1, and let's see, last touch.
Away from the side of Brock.
Yeah.
I think that's just gonna fall there.
Yep, it falls. And yeah, Brock takes the match 3-1. Well,
yeah, unfortunately, the first loss of the season for Terps Esports there for Rocket League.
Yeah.
But there's still more Rocket League to go on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We've still got a huge tournament coming up.
Yeah.
That's just one match. Hopefully the Terps are warmed up, prepared, and before we get into that, we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
All right. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you're thinking in the chat, and we'll be back after these messages, guys.
And I think by the end of the season, like now, we play together. Everyone kind of jokes around a little bit more and kind of shines their natural ray. We're excited just to see them play better as well.
With the middle school program, the best part has been seeing the moments of teamwork where the middle schoolers really seem to get the game. And so that's when you can see they're starting to get a little bit hooked on how esports can be so fun.
Off game, or will Red turn things around?
Terp Adventures take flight at STAM. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body, feed your mind, feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform, find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete. Play. With wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the Center for Campus Life, where Terp Adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
All right, folks, welcome back to Terps Esports Rocket League. We are moving into the qualifiers for the Bluegrass Boost Battle, which sounds amazing. We are going up against Daytona Esports.
Yeah, Daytona State.
Daytona State. Yeah.
I've been thinking of this whole time. Great way to shorten Bluegrass Boost Battle. It's I feel like if I say it too many times, eventually I'm going to mess up. I don't know, like B3, B cubed, or just Boost Battle. Bluegrass.
You're in contention with that bigger, better battle song, which I think is on the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. Come on, Bluegrass Boost Battle does sound awesome. So these qualifiers are double elimination, and the Terps are hoping to win every one of their matches. Unfortunately, they just took it on the chin in best of 5 against Brock Esports. The guys tried hard. They worked hard. Unfortunately, just Brock Esports had it a little better in hand, and they were able to take advantage of the Terps. If they fell behind or away from the goal, they were just there. But you know what? One loss doesn't mean much. My sports journalism class with Kevin Blackstone, we went out, we saw the Bay Sox. They fought hard. They lost. We went up on the field. We talked with the coaching staff, and I asked, how does it feel? And he said, and the coach just said, you know what? There's a whole lot of season left. There's a whole lot of baseball left. And then we talked about going to New York and the very best pizza places in New York and on the road. And I recommended a place in Providence where I'm from called Caserta's, which has mastered this combination of salt and sauce and grease and additional salt. And it's on Capitol Hill. And it's amazing. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's, a story to follow to get from Rocket League to baseball to pizza, is a jump.
But I did it.
Yeah, I think, the energy is still high in the studio tonight.
Yeah.
That loss isn't going to get them down. It's just it's a new event. Mm-hmm. They've shifted, that match against Brock Esports is, exists as its own in their regular season, and this tournament match is just going to be something new for them.
I honestly have to give Brock Esports credit. They may be the little school that could. They just knew how to sweep in. They knew where to be and exactly where to be. UMD, the Terps, they were able to cut off the front angle and make the shots harder, but still, Brock Esports came through against them. I think what may have really sort of shifted the tide was that very last second goal. When Terps Esports thought they had it tied up, and unfortunately it was just tapped in at the exact final conceivable moment, and there it was, and I think that may have blown out a little bit of the momentum where it was kind of like, oh man, how did that happen? But it does. And you know what? I'm looking forward to what lies ahead. I have to admit, I was away for a week. I was up in New York working Comic-Con. They redecorated the studio for Halloween. It is awesome. Yeah.
So the next match we're going into against Daytona State is going to be a best of 3.
Yep.
And some of these are going to be best of 3, some of these are going to be best of 5. As we, get into these initial matches, it's going to be best of 3.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's a tournament. You have to weed out,
Yeah.
All of the people that are there. If we make it all the way to finals, most likely we'll be a best of 5. But right now it's going to be best of 3, and I get the word that we're starting soon enough. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to hop in there.
And if you're on the chat, say hi. Let us know what's going on. Thank you for your support, T-Sing and Coach Physics. Let's hear what the rest of you have to say, and just keep the energy up, keep going. Root for your team. You may be rooting for the Terps. You may be rooting against the Terps. You may have a favorite player in mind. People keep saying Turtle is handsome, so there you have it. There it is. So And not only is Turtle handsome, he's super nice guy, super nice dude. Also rides an e-skateboard.
You know, my freshman year of college, funny story.
Yeah.
I was hit on the sidewalk by someone on an e-skateboard, not Turtle. It wasn't Turtle. I want to clarify it wasn't Turtle. I don't think I've seen him ride his, but you know, I'm sure he's a bit safer on it than that person was.
How exactly were you hit? Like what angle? Like head on or glancing or?
So I was, hit from the side.
I
was essentially T-boned by skateboard.
Oi.
It is what it is.
Was it like ankle or upper leg or?
It was full body.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but we recovered. Nothing serious. I was able to walk the rest of the distance to my math class. So, is what it is. Unfortunately, I had to sit through, a Calc 2 lecture. Maybe they should have taken me out, given me some, free time to myself. But,
did the rider apologize and say they were sorry?
No, they just kept going.
What?
It is what it is.
I will form it like a vigilante strike force.
Well, they're supposed to be on the roads here.
Yeah.
And that guy was on the sidewalk.
Uh.
And every first day of classes, you will see, someone has been pulled over on an electric scooter or an electric skateboard or on a bike because they were, riding on the sidewalk and they're not supposed to do that. Like they get an example made out of them.
Yeah, sacrificial lamb.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Those not scare people enough, I guess.
I occasionally rent scooters, but I realize I've got to, now I have to snag a helmet if I want to get back and forth quickly on them.
Yeah, I rode an electric scooter for the first time because I had to walk 3 miles to pick up my car.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd already walked 3 miles back to my apartment after I dropped it off, and I didn't want to walk all the 3 miles. So I rode it like the mile it would take me. There's a radius that, they have to remain in or else they'll shut off.
Right.
And I just rode it to there and then walked the rest of the way.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm really sorry about the injury.
I mean, it's nothing. It was just a bit of a fun thing. Nothing to get hung up over. If it was something serious, I wouldn't have brought it up. It's just a silly thing to laugh about.
I don't like. Everyone has such a love-hate relationships with the e-bikes and the e-scooters and everything around here.
Well, I mean, it was essentially guerrilla marketing that they did. They just dropped off a bunch of the e-scooters on college campuses without approval from the city and stuff like that. And we're trying to retroactively sign in legislature and restrictions on it because they just already did it.
You're gonna love this. A couple years ago in the Bay Area, people got so annoyed at them that they started snagging e-scooters and whatnot and throwing them in the lake.
Yeah, I think it's a similar thing happening right now with Waymos.
Okay.
If you know what those are, they're the self-driving cars.
Yeah.
They have this thing on the top of it. Mm-hmm. It looks like essentially like an emergency light, essentially, but it is a LiDAR detector. Yeah. Which is lasers that they shoot out.
Right.
I think it has visual, radar, and LiDAR. Mm-hmm. Those are the 3 different types of sensors that it has for the self-driving capabilities. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to be the self-driving car. It causes a bunch of problems because it is this super precautionary car. It stops at certain things. Mm-hmm. And for some reason it still commits traffic violations. And it'll cops will pull them over, and it is programmed to pull over to the side of the road when a cop shows up. But no one's there to get the ticket. So you can't do anything. So they've started trying to charge the tickets to the company. Yeah. Someone at the company is going to get them, maybe the CEO. But
I just got back from New York Comic Con yesterday. I drove 5 hours through the rain, and I drove 5 hours in starting at 5:30 a.m. last Wednesday. Like total pitch black. Kind of like, oh, the sun isn't even a concept yet. It's like that dark, and I was driving a crowded rental van through downtown Manhattan. Like, please let this go well. Let me not clip something. Let me, and just Manhattan is an amazing place, but it's just so overcrowded, and there's garbage and construction, and just everything's pushing in from the side. So you have like inches to spare on each side in this rental van, and it makes driving exciting.
Yeah, well, I mean, New York, definitely one of the cities that is not built around
traffic.
Motor vehicles. That public transport.
Yeah.
Is definitely like the subway or buses is definitely the go-to form of transportation for a lot of New Yorkers because sometimes it's just faster.
Oh, just being on foot in that city is awesome, and that's the way you avoid so much guff, and just if you know how to travel light, and you know how to take the buses and the subway, and and you just know how to scamper around. I mean, that's the way to go when you're there. But New York Comic Con, 200,000 comic book nerds, one place. Just the costumes were awesome. Everything was just this phenomenal geeky energy with it. So we're heading back next year, and couldn't have asked for a better week. Despite the lack of sleep, oh my god.
Yeah, I've personally never been to Comic-Con or any kind of convention like that, so I don't exactly have a frame of reference.
Go! It's just the nerd energy that comes out of that kind of thing, where you may have this thing that you love that you feel obscure about, like video games or anime or comic books or manga, but you're around tens of thousands of other people who love it as much or even more than you do, and it's just warm and fun and accepting and geeky and goofy, and people are doing weird mashups with their cosplays, and like people are walking around as velociraptor scientists from Jurassic Park, what have you.
Yeah, I think only thing I know about Comic-Con is allegedly the smell that sometimes is pervasive throughout the convention center.
Most of them have unlocked soap.
Yeah, so that's good to hear. Certain other kind of like nerdy pastimes have enforced regulation on like hygiene, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! They have an enforcement because there was a card where someone has to shake your hand. And so people would like be as unhygienic as possible and then play the card, because if you refuse to shake the person's hand, you lose the game. And so they would like just play that, and it's like, oh, shake my hand. And I was like, no, I'm not going to shake your hand. Like,
are you a Yu-Gi-Oh fan?
I have friends who are Yu-Gi-Oh fans.
Okay.
And so like there's a lot of funny like quirks about that, especially like they have an enforced deck length because some guy just showed up with a huge deck that required like 4 people to carry and was in like a glass case. And it's funny.
There was one. This is sort of a thing of legends. Magic the Gathering years ago. I think back in the 90s, someone and he'd been dating his girlfriend who played with him for quite a while, and he created his own card called Matrimony or Engagement. So he played against her, and that was his way of asking her to marry him.
Wow.
Yeah. I think she said yes.
Yeah, hopefully she did.
No, just let's see. We were selling nerdy shirts, but we were also selling a ton of Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, and yeah.
Getting word that there is some technical difficulties getting into this match against Daytona State Esports. Unfortunately, we're going to have to try and work that out, and we're going to cut to a quick break while we do that.
All right, see you soon.
name is Subin Kim. My in-game name is Carrots, and I'm the controller of this team.
My name is Hannah. My IGN is Tuxedo Sam, and I play Sentinel for the team.
My name is Sima. My in-game name is Care Bear, and I'm a flex.
My name is Megan. My IGN is Giraffe, and I'm an initiator.
My name is Sophia. My IGN is Soap, and I'm an initiator.
Hi everyone, I'm Ayush. My in-game name is Dulcexo, and I'm the coach.
For me, I think it was just really interesting to see like our names on like social media and like on a website. I'm just like, whoa, my name is on a website but so I think that was like the number one thing that kind of like just it brought the realization of like what kind of team I'm in, like what kind of position I'm in.
Meeting them. It's like hard to make a woman and non-binary friends in Valorant, so it's just really nice that we have like a team specifically for that.
The studio.
Yeah.
Oh, the studio.
The
Oh,
studio.
I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know that existed until like remember like when we first talked about the studio. I was like, "What's that?" When I first went to the room, I was like, "Oh, there's cameras and lighting." I'm just like, "That's
Nice computer."
Nice computer.
The monitors
So
are crazy.
true.
Winning.
Yeah.
Oh, so true.
Yeah.
W winning.
Getting into that.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I feel like
was pretty cool.
hey. I would say supportive is definitely like Dusty and Rachel. Those two, just like making sure we had scrims down, making sure we had practice schedules down, like Dusty making sure like to pick out what we did wrong, just like, helping us improve. I think definitely.
Yeah, Dusty's a very present coach, so
Very.
it's like he's really reliable and helped us through the whole season.
Thanks, team.
Yeah, he'd even like schedule things for us, like
Like organize all those schedules.
help us map bands and like talk to
Stats,
them
yeah.
if like realize if one of them was like unranked or something. Breaking
Forfeit
a rule.
teams.
Forfeit
Making teams forfeit.
Maybe we don't talk about that last part.
I would also say like our fans in chat, like on
Oh,
stream.
true.
Also, it was nice knowing
W
people
chat.
watching us.
And the haters.
Oh yeah.
Improve in the higher division.
Yeah, it is definitely more challenging because we're in a higher division now. But I think we could like with our coordination. I definitely give me when I give out comms and the amount of like coordination that we have. Like I just love being like IGLing because I trust that things will work out.
All right, folks, we are back to Terps Esports Rocket League for the Bluegrass Boost Battle, best of 3. Apparently, there was an update, a Halloween update issue.
Yeah, it just dropped right between our matches. We stayed online, between, waiting for those matches, and they just said, oh, it's update time. And it's, really great, really convenient for us here tonight. But, maybe with this Halloween update, we're going to see some spooky, visuals or something.
We've already updated for Halloween.
Like maybe the spectators in the stands are gonna be like ghosts or something. I don't know.
I picked up an early Halloween costume, a narwhal onesie, and I'm thinking of going as a narwhal Jedi. For they have the horn. They are the Jedi of the sea.
Yeah, I don't think
You gotta plan ahead.
Costume. I don't know.
You gotta plan ahead. All right.
Getting into this match here.
Yep. We best of 3 against Daytona State Esports.
Luckily, a small update didn't cause too much of a delay.
I am not seeing, the fans filled with the undead or ghosts or zombies or anything.
No, I'm not
All
sure.
right.
Oh, a little tense kind of situation there from the Terps there.
Yep.
Early on.
Yep. They are, let's see.
No goals getting
That
through.
is
Hexy.
absolutely up against their goal. That's like the 0-yard line.
Yeah, Hexy doing what he can to just knock it above the goal just to eliminate those angles.
Yep. And what have we got? What have we got? Ooh, and Hexy just nails it in. Perfect little tip. And could not ask for better. 35 seconds into the first match.
Yeah, you know, how many Terps Esports players does it take to score a goal? And I guess the answer was 3 there.
No,
we saw a center, we saw in the initial shot on goal, and then the re-engage, all from separate members of the team there.
Yeah, the correct answer is infinite.
Yeah, you know, teamwork makes the dream work.
What? My first degree is in English. Ask me about changing a light bulb. All right. Turtle is trying to seek a path in and detonates DSC Solas. And they are pressing up against Daytona State's territory as best they can. Let's see if they're leaving one to sweep back. Yeah, Hexy is sort of in his usual territory, his kind of goalkeeper territory.
Yeah, just great aerial movement there. Just keeping the ball, you know, in his possession to get it out of the Terps Esports side of the field.
Now, from your own play style, do you think it's better keeping it towards the ground, or do you think just keeping it in the air is more to your advantage because it confuses the angles in the situation more?
I think it just depends. I think what really matters most is keeping it in your possession. Aerials are definitely something that is much more complicated than just like ground, you know, dribbling and movement.
Do you feel aerials are just a better way to sort of vertically chew up time as you might need to?
I think it's just, you know, a great way to
Waiters is
change your positioning.
Yeah, Waiters is just slightly opposition, but Turtle gets the perfect rebound and is now driving on the ceiling.
They're just, you know, a great goal. You know, just kind of very open. You saw Daytona State just kind of blow past the ball there in a missed, you know, block.
Turtle, Turtle with the double dragons. All right, guys. Welcome. All right, welcome to the stream, folks. Say hi in the chat. Let us know how you're doing. Hope you're having a good Tuesday night. And hope everything's all right on your end. And Turtle is on fire here. Double dragons for the animation. Just drives it down the field. Just picks off the perfect rebound. And everything is in sync with a 3-0 lead with 2:44 left in the game, folks.
Yeah, this is just like an incredibly different Terps, you know, esports than we've seen, you know, in the previous match against Rock Esports.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
this is
dominant showing.
This is absolutely dominant. Oof, and 4, and they are on a roll. Waiters just gets a beautiful, beautiful rebound shot.
Yeah, no one from Daytona State has just been there to block anything. You know, you see that shot from half field just go right in.
Yeah, Knuckle tries. I mean,
poor positioning.
Yeah, I'll give him that. All right, T-Sing is lighting up the chat with the turtle power animations. And just, all right. Thanks for chiming in. Hope everything's good.
Defense on the side of Terps, just trying to keep it away from their goal. Just 4-0 lead right now with 2 minutes left. You know, it's just
anything can happen in 2 minutes. Always keep that in mind, though. But they just have the momentum they've been needing. Turtle is driving it down the field. Beautiful, beautiful offense.
Yeah, I mean, so long as they just keep this ball away from their goal. Like, that's the first map win. You know, great block by Turtle, just keeping it out of the hands of Daytona State.
Hexy
take it to the air.
Hexy is
past the defender, Knuckle. Unfortunately, just barely missed the goal there.
Hexy is continuously sweeping back and keeping on the defense. Just absolutely amazing to see. It is more of a zone defense kind of thing. But it does work. I think this is Terps Esports that, you know, saw that they got caught a little on the back foot with their last match. And I think they had a good chance to talk with their coach remotely, and I think they're finding something that works very well for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Teddy Zio is chiming in. Hey, Coach Teddy. And 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, at this moment, it's just like, just been, just great Rocket League from both sides. Just back and forth. No one's really letting anyone have anything. That could be in part because the Terps are just really focused on defense here, just trying to maintain that lead.
Yeah.
Because it's their game to win.
It absolutely is. All right, and Knuckle breaks the shutout, gets the goal with 31 seconds left, making 4-1. Terps over Daytona State. Let's see if this is a turnaround or if the Terps can hold tight for 31 seconds.
Yeah, I think, in this kind of position, I don't think I've ever seen the Terps lose this. It's possible. They could just say, let's do a silly one. But
trust me, anything's possible. When the lead is, sometimes you think everything is absolutely sewn up tight. Doesn't always happen. All right, Waiters is juggling and pushing the offense, and they almost get a beautiful 5th goal there. And it touches, and Terps take it. All right, 4-1 for the first against Daytona State. Best of 3. So they got one more, and then they can move on to the next opponent in the Bluegrass Boost Battle. And I really, really like the icon for this. This has such a 80s, 90s Hot Wheels Mattel kind of just cool retro icon. I don't know if CJ made it or it's just really, really cool. I like it. Good use of pink.
I think that's kind of the energy that Rocket League channels in its own, is Hot Wheels. I think, in universe maybe these are RC cars.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm sort of wondering. I mean, granted, it's always been Fortnite that's gone for all the IP, and Hexy gets a beautiful, beautiful score. 14 seconds into the game, just dribbles it in. He's there to tap it in and make sure it's there. Yeah. Fortnite goes for every chunk of IP they can get their hands on and collab with. So I'm sort of curious if Rocket League's ever consciously done a Mattel Hot Wheels sort of thing.
I think it's possible. Rocket League and Fortnite are both owned by Epic Games.
Yeah.
So they've done.
They like money.
Collaborations. I mean, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hexy is in a beautiful goalkeeper spot right there. And Smooth is trying to do something with it. The Terps are driving it down the field.
Yeah, just defense on the side of Terps.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep it away. It was in the corner for so long, but now they've just got a chance to
Turtle
score.
now has a sparkle effect on his boost. Not sure what that is. All right, and Turtle is working on driving it downfield. Hexy and Waiters are waiting. Yeah, this is the egoless kind of play that I love seeing the Terps do, in the sense that they switch roles so cleanly between, defense / goalie / midfield / attacker. They're not like you're in your spot or you're out of your spot. They just know where to be and how to help each other, how to support each other. Exactly there, they fell back to the goal. 2 people there to block it against Smooth's attack, and Turtle is going for the shot. If not the rebound. And what have we got? And Waiters is seeing what he can do with it off the top of the goalpost with just over 3 minutes left.
Yeah, just 2 Daytona State players just pinching it out.
Yeah.
Luckily, no connection to the goal there for Daytona State. Waiters is just trying to make contact with the ball there, but Turtle is just going to take it to the air to knock it away before him.
All right, T-Sing is saying, my nephew Hexy, I'm not sure if he's his actual uncle or not, or aunt. But thanks for coming on, and thanks for saying hi. Just keep it going in the chat, and let's see what the Terps can do with all this. Yeah. So Daytona is running a bit of a tighter defense by this time, and I think they're getting lucky in that the Terps have only gotten one in.
Yeah, definitely. But I think, you know, there's still that possibility. The Terps have shown that they can get it to the goal.
Yeah.
They just have to find the right angle to get it in.
Yeah. Daytona may be shutting down the middle pretty well. Or not, because Waiters still finds the angle from the side. Just beautiful, beautiful momentum on this.
Yeah, you know, I think it was just positioning there. Like, you know, Daytona State players were just more positioned to the other side of the field. You know, could have blocked a shot on there, but unfortunately, it came from the other side.
Yeah. Granted, there have been a ton of really, really close calls, and Smooth makes it 2-1, just there where he needs to be.
Yeah, we're just going to see Hexy block it there, but, you know, just was sent right into a Daytona State player's car.
And it explodes into like a Japanese forest of trees and doves. Just pure lotus blossom effect.
Just seeing some defense.
Yeah.
Luckily, no shot made for Daytona State. Knuckle blocking, you know, Waiters shot on goal.
Alright.
Actually shot, unfortunately, blocked by Daytona State. Turtle's going to take to the air to kind of block this aerial maneuver.
Yep.
Waiters.
And Waiters is trying to be in the right place at the right time. Daytona is 1 minute remaining, and it's, let's see, 2-1 at Terps. Just close game. And both sides are just trying to drive it away, have a tight defense, and then make the most of it.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing right now, Waiters.
Yeah.
Oh, just hit the crossbar, unfortunately.
Yeah, off the top beam. So many close shots here tonight.
Turtle just maintaining control of this ball with 30 seconds left.
Yep.
Just really not trying to let another goal in.
Yep.
Blocked shot. Just seeing.
They are going to play keep away the best they can for these last 15 seconds.
Yeah, seeing the ball get centered against the Terps.
Oof.
Unfortunately, Daytona State, well, fortunately for us, Daytona State not able to score there.
Oof. Oh, beautiful, beautiful block by Hexy.
Last touch is coming in.
Last touch.
Turtle trying to go for something there.
Yep.
He's still up in the air. We're seeing Knuckle.
Daytona could still tie it with this.
It's possible.
And it touches, and UMD takes it 2-0. And they blow past Daytona State. Just clean sweep.
Yeah, just a great 2-0.
Yeah.
We're still in winners. You know, it's still, you know, that's where you want to be. We're just going to move on to the next stage. As this is double elimination, it's possible that Daytona State will appear again against the Terps Esports. You know, but hopefully not. I mean, even if they do, I know our Terps are able to take that.
There's always a little room for padding there. If you're in the chat, let us know what's on your mind. Let us know what's up, what you think the chances are. You know, what strategy you think the guys should use. Just you know, say hi, and you know, hope you're having a good night.
Yeah, and you know, as this is a tournament match, you know, the Terps, you know, had a quick 2-0 there. You know, some matches will be 2-1.
Yeah.
And, you know, depending on who we play next, there could be some variance in, you know, the amount of time it takes to get into this next game. I'm also uncertain as to at what point it becomes a best of 5 over a best of 3.
Yeah.
This next one it will also be a best of 3.
We have just been informed by CJ, our director, and he's just chimed that into our heads. And at the later stages, we'll go on to be best of 5. And yeah, Ives is absolutely right. You know, Daytona State, could have a montage and come back to haunt us, because montage always just means improvement.
Yeah, definitely. They could have an insane, losers bracket run
They're
to get into grands. But
right now they feel shame, but now they're learning to do push-ups with their minds.
Okay.
I think that's how push-ups work.
No, you do those with your arms.
I've done this wrong for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Rocky IV. You learn to do chores around a Russian farm, while your Russian opponent trains with anabolic steroids and technology.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Drea is saying go Hexy. Drea's definitely got their favorite going on there. Let us know who your favorite Chirp Rocket Leaguer is. People have commented as to the handsomeness of all three, so there you are. Occasionally we've gone to the coach cam when the coach is in, and the coach has gotten some upvotes as to their handsomeness. So you can find them on campus, and hopefully don't run an e-skateboard into them.
Yeah, I guess. I haven't heard of any other accidents happening, so maybe mine was just a one-time freak accident.
I've fallen off a scooter like a couple times.
Okay, well, you've fallen off. You haven't hit anyone on it.
No. Like I would.
Just different.
Yeah. Well, I try to take the fall as opposed to me and this 50-pound metal thing. Yeah. All right. Let's see. We should be getting into the next match pretty soon. All right. We've been informed with the double elimination there are at least 2 matches coming up ahead, so tons of Rocket League action to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. I think double elimination is kind of like a great tournament format.
Oh, yeah.
Because, your first loss just doesn't, take you out. It's not really an all or nothing. You can still improve in this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, I mean, some people wish the NCAA basketball tournaments, were double elimination because they love their team, but they really want to see them come back after a loss, or just, I think that's the nice thing about the Olympics, in that, you got someone that you love, and you get to see them come back and maybe take the silver or the bronze. All right, we are ready. We are now playing GVSU Esports. And what does GVSU stand for?
I am unsure.
All right. And let's see. We have just been informed GVSU is the acronym for Grand Valley State University. So, go Grand Valley.
Yeah, heard of the Grand Canyon, but I haven't heard of the Grand Valley, so.
But they're competing against the Grand Canyon for largest tourist hole.
Yeah,
You can rent like a mule to ride down, into those with your family. All right, the Terps are coming on strong and pushing the offense.
Good save by Turtle there.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing, feeling it out, seeing if GVSU.
Turtle detonates RX Lick. And they've switched the colors, so the Terps are now in blue, and GVSU is in RNG gold. So Halloween colors.
I mean, not specifically a Halloween thing. The colors for Rocket League are blue and orange for the teams.
Well, yeah, but I love Halloween to an unhealthy degree. It approaches October and my body begins vibrating with joy.
Yeah, I just didn't want to imply that our Terps here are any less, spiritful than GVSU here.
Let's see. Let here in the night here in Night Hall, actually around for Halloween, the staff and faculty actually leave buckets of candy out for each other. So you kind of go through the halls and you can snag some candy if you want.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
More candy.
after this there might be a disappearance of all the candy in the building.
Okay.
And suspiciously.
An Ives-shaped silhouette was seen.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna have to start leaving out like ones that I don't like they're gonna have like junior mints.
I actually I tend to buy like 2 or 3 pumpkins. I love carving them. I love seeing if I can get it right. And RX Slick almost gets the goal there. It's anyone's game at this point. 0-0 score with just over 2 minutes to go. And T-Sing is Hexy is a handsome nephew. So there you have it.
Oh, just barely a block shot by from Hexy.
Yeah.
Just trying to get that first goal on the board. Coming in, Waiters had a great aerial setup, but unfortunately no one there on Terps was there to follow up on it.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to get it into the goal. There were too many defenders from GVSU.
Yeah. All right, Waiters is trying to kick it into position, and Hexy is seeing what he can do with this. Unfortunately, GVSU gets a nice cross block. I do like this player named Milky Way with like 5 W's at the end.
You mean Wise?
Why did I say W?
Well,
I'm tired. All right, 5 Y's at the end. You'll lock him back in. All right, and UMD is trying to get the first goal. Ooh, almost. Hexy almost has the right angle.
Yeah, I think it's really intense. 4 minutes of no scoring.
Yeah.
Just this back and forth. GVSU their defense is incredibly concentrated. When the Terps gets down there, you see like 3 people in the goal there.
Yeah. They absolutely fall back.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Terps just have to have some kind of explosive force play to break through there. Currently, we see 2 GVSU players there to defend.
Yeah.
Just blocked by Milky Way. Turtle's going to try a reaggress. Unfortunately, blocked again. Close to GVSU goal. 30 seconds coming in here.
Yep.
Just trying to do whatever they can to score this goal. Hexy's trying to have to come back to play some defense. Luckily, he, pinches that ball away from GVSU.
And Turtle's there to block the shot. Just over 20 seconds left. Anyone's game, no score on the board. I mean, just both defenses have it locked down tight.
Yeah. We're seeing, GVSU take to the air. Hexy's going to knock it away.
1 and touch and goes to overtime. Wow. I've almost never seen this.
Yeah, I think, everyone's tense, everyone's locked in. This is definitely very different from the last match we saw. I think Terps had, an incredible 2-0 showing. GVSU is putting up a bit more of a fight. You're trying to have to come in, block GVSU from that shot on goal. Just on the back foot right now.
Yeah.
Turtle knocking it away.
Yeah.
Providing an opening, but Relic is just going to respond in kind. Turtle playing some defense here.
Yep.
Knocking it away. In GVSU's corner.
Yep.
Just trying to send it up.
Is there a limit on overtime, or does it go
There's
as long?
no limit on overtime. It's
Yep.
first to score.
And Milky Way detonates Waiters. And let's see.
Yeah, we've
Ooh, and just it
the ball
crosses the goal. Just the Terps couldn't be there in time.
Yeah, just casually crossing the goal there. No one was able to, make contact to put it in there, unfortunately. And just 3 GVSU team members just there to play defense. It's a bit tough to get behind.
Hexy almost has it. Almost. Oh, but just the GVSU swarms around their goal. you know, they are not leaving this undefended.
Yeah, definitely. They're playing some intense defense right now as the Terps aren't letting up. There's this breakaway from Milky Way. Hexy there to block.
And Waiters is trying to get the cross, and unfortunately no. And Graybon is trying to oof. Oh, and UMD has a great block. And I realized why I confused the W's with the Y's. The W's are silent.
Right now, Terps are on the back foot, playing some defense. Turtle sending it downfield.
Yep.
But GVSU is there to pick it up.
Yep.
3 people coming to hit the ball with the power of friendship.
What's here? Okay, I love the power of friendship. All right, what have we got?
Unfortunately, no angles to score a goal here.
Yeah. This may honestly come down to a detonation-based game. Ooh, that might be it. Oh, Graybon scores. Gets it at 2:36 in overtime, 1-0. Oof.
Yeah, you know, you see
just
Turtle unfortunately getting demoed there because GVSU was soaring at full speed. You know, very intense match. You know, came down to overtime. The Terps are definitely disappointed by that goal that they let through there. Definitely not their best moment, but you know, as we saw, they're more than capable of competing against GVSU.
Yeah.
I think it's just you know, it was the first one to break in that overtime.
Oof. Just ironclad defense for the entire match, both sides. You can't go way disappointed with this. You know, you dust yourself off and you come back for the next 2 matches, and we're going to see what happens. And you know, they worked. It was just GVSU found that little chink in the armor and went through that, and you know, that's how it happens sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think there's definitely, it's just the improvement of like Terps over these few matches based on that Rocky Esports match has been incredible.
Oh, it's been absolutely incredible. And we're going to see what happens. Oh, wow.
Just a great early goal.
Look at that. Oh, 3 seconds in. Turtle has his vengeance right there.
Yeah, upsetting the tempo that was, you know, put out there in that first match. You know, first goal on the board within 3 seconds. You know,
just amazing. And you know, to say, yeah, you locked us out last match. Here's the opening. We are going to exploit it. And as long as UMD can keep their defense going with the same ferocity as last match, I think you're in for something special here, folks.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I assume like all of these really early goals that happen are essentially like the Rocket League equivalent of a scholar's mate in chess.
Okay.
Where it's you see this kind of like the kickoff play out in a certain way that you just like, you've seen it so many times, you just know what you have to do to score the goal there. And it's just like scholar's mate is just like a very quick like mate. It's just like you've studied enough so you know the line, and you just do that and you win against someone.
Yeah.
It's textbook is essentially what I'm trying to say here.
Absolutely. Just amazing to see. And back and forth between the two teams. Neither side wants to give an inch on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We're seeing some defense being played there. Great block by Hexy.
Yeah.
What a save.
And just the angle. He may have it. He may have. Oh.
Off the crossbar for Waiters, unfortunately. Yeah, Hexy is just trying to contest this ball to try and get another shot on goal. Turtle's going to barely miss for the aerial, giving GVSU a chance to respond. Waiters going to make contact with the ball there just to demo and knock it away.
Yeah. Does the game essentially, Waiters demos Graybon there and RX like demos Turtle. Does the game randomly decide demos or is it more of an intentional thing?
No, it's an intentional thing. You have to be moving at a certain speed.
Ooh, oh my God, Hexy!
From Hexy.
From what, 3/4 down the field?
Yeah, just, you know, you see that shot there, that's, you know, the last tap on goal. It was from all the way across the field. Completely unexpected. But you just love to see that quick, 2-0, 3 minutes left in this match.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
So is an intentional keystroke the demolition?
Yeah, so you have to be moving at a certain speed.
Right.
Your car has to be moving at a certain speed, and you have to make contact with another player at that speed.
All right.
Oh, just an open goal for Turtle
and
there.
it is becoming a blowout here.
Yeah,
the Terps have them scattered across the field, nowhere near their goal.
Yeah, Milky Way was the closest player for GVSU, but he just had no boost. Just couldn't, block that shot.
With 4 Ys and not Ws? Yes. Yeah, and Waiters detonates Graybon there.
Yeah, I think really beneficial to get that control over the field after kickoff there. Waiters just playing some defense here, dribbling. Incredible control over the ball there.
Yeah.
In the corner of GVSU right now.
I still have a really hard time explaining this game to my dad.
I mean, it's just soccer with cars.
And he still looks at me like I've grown 9 heads. Yeah.
Right now we're seeing, just a 3-man contest for this ball here.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes to go, folks. And yeah, 3-0 lead Terps. They've managed to really scatter GVSU in their favor. This is almost a complete 180 from the Ironclad defense. And Turtle makes it 4, just rides in, gets the beautiful rebound off of his own shot,
Yeah, definitely. I think, those are the type of shots we see when, the Terps are really feeling themselves, when they've really come into their own and, essentially activated, I'd say.
Yeah.
They're showing their full capabilities.
And RX Lick says, this won't be a complete shutout.
Yeah, every time I say that, every time I try and compliment the Terps, something bad happens. Luckily, we've already had such a large, showing here.
Yeah.
Just making it 4-1.
2
Minute
words.
30 left.
Yeah.
Terps need to play some defense to try not to make me feel bad for cursing.
Caster's curse.
Locked shot.
Yeah.
Hexy has kind of an open goal. Unfortunately, was turned around, unable to use his boost to get into position there.
Yeah, just wrong angle. 1 minute remaining, folks.
Yeah, right now we're just seeing some back and forth. Milky Way's going to try and make a shot on goal, blocked by Waiters. Hexy's going to pick up that ball.
T-Sing with the turtle and muscly emojis. Thank you. And Graybon makes it 4-2 with 42 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, that shot just kind of came right out of left field. Turtle is in goal. Didn't even get bumped by GVSU players. Just could have been there to save, but maybe he was a bit concerned that he was going to get hit, something like that. Unfortunately, no one was there to block the shot then.
Yeah, there we are. All right, 30 seconds left. Terps have a 2-goal lead. It's solid, but, everything's precarious in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Waiters.
Great save by Waiters.
Excellent save by Waiters. Just no ego. They just know when to fall back, and they know they have to be ironclad. Hexy detonates RX Lick. I have no idea how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, just trying to keep that ball away from GVSU.
Yeah, and it touches, and the Terps tie it up 1-1.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
as that clock was coming down, they were really going for demos on people who were in possession of the ball just to keep that away so they could make sure it touches the ground when that clock hits 0. Quick, 1-1 tie game. We're going into the third and final game of, this series. We're actually getting a word that this is a best of 5.
We're here forever.
It's 1-1. We're here for another best of 3. after a 1-1. So we have, at least 2 more matches, at most 3 more matches that we're going to see in this series. Hopefully the Terps win this so they can continue their winners, bracket run.
Yeah.
Don't really want to see them in losers.
Let's see what else. Oh. Yep. All right. We have just been informed by the mighty CJ that we're about to get back into it against GVSU Esports. Whoa! That's a player's name. Wow. Wheatsa.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Oh
we've
my
gotten
God.
a bit of a sub. Milky Way has subbed out for
that's the longest
another
possible
GVSU player.
Oof. Yeah, that's the longest possible player tag I've seen. Period.
Yeah.
That's like half the Magna Carta right there. All right. Terps are working to drive it down the field, and I am a little intrigued by the sub. What's the policy regarding that?
I mean, I'm not sure. You'd have to consult the rule book for the tournament itself.
Yeah.
But I assume if it's happening, it's allowed. So.
Well, of course, yeah, but it's just not a subtle substitution.
Yeah.
Longest player tag known to man.
Right now, we're just seeing, a bit of a back and forth. Contesting that GVSU goal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no one was able to make a solid shot on the goal there.
They were just too ahead of the ball at that point.
Yeah, I think there was just a lot of people, surrounding that ball, closing in on it.
Yeah.
Couldn't break through there.
You can only do so much in reverse in this game.
Yeah. Right now, we're just seeing Waiters trying to get it downfield.
Turtle juggling it, seeing what he can do with the angle. Oh, and Turtle gets it! Beautiful, beautiful tip in. There's his signature double dragon animation. Absolutely wonderful to watch.
Yeah, Turtle just getting it past that defender there by hitting it off the side.
Yeah.
And it's just, beautiful. You can't really get that goal any other way unless you had someone else there to assist. But, he did it all on his own.
It's just this scrappiness that comes with him. Super nice dude. And he doesn't care how he gets it in. Just, he's there again where he needs to be.
Another goal, just saw it there. I wouldn't even say it's scrappiness. I think it's just that experience. Turtle is one of our, longest tenured, Rocket League players here for Terps Esports. And that just comes with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I think a lot of it is just reacting to what he has already experienced, what he's seen. The situations around the goal, he just knows what buttons he needs to press, how he needs to maneuver himself to get that ball in the goal.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to lose him for next year. He is graduating, but just amazing. He's having a great year. Just really fun to watch him play, watch him work, and just they're and Hexy and Waiters just. They know how to sport each other. There really is no ego on this. It's just a shared responsibility. Graybon.
Great block by Waiters.
Yeah.
He was the only one that was capable of doing that, and that was his one chance. If he had missed the ball, it would have gone straight into the goal. And he was doing it from a bad angle.
And there it is. Oof. Beautiful, beautiful hat trick for the mighty Turtle. He just gets it.
Yeah, that's just great. A half-field shot, no defenders there for GVSU.
Just elegant.
Yeah, bit of a shakeup maybe for GVSU. They usually played this really tight defense. Maybe at the sacrifice of their own offensive gameplay. But that did get them to one map win. But now we're seeing kind of a broken formation for GVSU here.
Yeah, here's my feeling. If Wheatsa was subbed in, he's not contributing to the defense on it. And I think it's like the Phalanx argument from our Xlick is making me eat my words here. Just gets a beautiful tip in. It's the Phalanx argument from the movie 300, where it's kind of like, I'm sorry, you can't be part of us. You can't raise your shield that high. You know, if the Phalanx falls apart, it falls apart.
I mean, I think it's a bit, you know, unjust to put it all on one person to say that.
Yeah, they're breaking the defense.
Yeah, right now we just saw 2 Terps Esports players just get knocked around in their own goal.
Exactly.
Luckily, GVSU was unable to seize that opportunity to score. We're just coming in. We just have to see, you know, great defense by Hexy.
Just cross sweep and gets it down into GVSU territory. With 1 minute remaining, Terps have a 3-1 lead, and they could widen their lead in the series. And Waiters gets a beautiful. What was that? Half field?
At least. We're seeing it right here.
Yeah.
Just Waiters coming in.
Perfect half field. I'm actually right about something.
Just great angle. You know, it was, you know, just to the left enough to stop any GVSU player from intercepting it while it was on its way to the goal. You know, beautiful.
Yeah. Now, all right, and with less than 40 seconds, UMD may just have this in hand. I'm curious as to what GVSU will do to modify their play style if this goes against what they're hoping.
Yeah, you know, it's just I think the Terps have really come into form here.
Yeah. It's this is what I respect about them. They can shift. They can pivot on a dime, and it's impressive to see. Waiters with a beautiful block. 3, 2, 1. We are down to the last touch.
And it's just still up in the air.
Keeps going.
Trying to get that last goal, possibly.
And Hexy actually gets the last goal. Makes it 5-1.
Yeah, that's you know, just beautiful. You know, it's just like, okay, if you guys aren't going to drop the ball, I guess I'll score. I think the Terps have, you know, put on an impressive showing. They're, like, methodical about it. Like, they see the opportunities that they have now on the field, and they're seizing it properly. You know, it's great, you know, 2-1 coming into, you know, the 4th match here.
Yeah. Salt in the wound, insult to injury. And it may not be necessary, but it gives them a very nice psychological advantage going into the first moments of the next game.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think we're seeing the shift across the match. We saw in that first match, GVSU, you know, took it against the Terps in, you know, that overtime. But then as we're progressing, we just see, you know, Terps put on more and more of an impressive showing than they did in the last, you know, match. And so, you know, I can't wait to see what they have in store for this next one.
They just push harder and harder and harder, but they know when to sweep back. They know when to fall back. And it's impressive to watch. All right. Turtle is trying for the first goal off the first seconds. He's trying to guide it in. And GVSU is playing their defense again. And Hexy is seeing if he can get sort of a float angle going on there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think the Terps kind of have GVSU's number. Just playing super well. Their defense has been incredible. It's just like great Turtle controlling the ball. Here.
And there he is. Classic Turtle. Just guides it in. Just is able to sweep past the defender and take it where he needs it to go.
Yeah, just great dribbling. You know, keeping that ball like under, like in tandem with his car so that it doesn't go out in front of him.
And just changes the boost and changes the angle to a sharp 90 degrees at the very last second.
Yeah, you know, you saw the GVSU player just come, you know, flying in, assuming that there was going to be some explosive shot on goal.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that was...
just lets the GVSU player blow past.
yeah, and just led to an open goal.
Yeah, and Turtle is juggling it in, blocked, but just this is a pressure campaign. They are keeping it on.
Yeah, definitely seeing just like great control. I think in the previous matches, like we haven't seen, I don't think, this level of technique that the Terps are capable of displaying.
Yeah.
I think it may be because they're a bit more comfortable with this 2-1 lead, but they definitely they're feeling good.
Yeah. Now the match a couple of weeks back where and Turtle gets it again, just perfect, just right where he needs to be. Lets the defense jump, and just perfectly coordinated rocket boost in midair.
Yeah, GVSU, you had 2 people going to block that shot, and then none of them neither of them were capable. I think maybe possibly a communication thing.
Yeah.
Because usually someone there is going to have to go for it, and then you have that other person there in goal to, make a second attempt at blocking it, not 2 people going in on the same attempt.
Just over 3 minutes to go, folks. And UMD working to shore up their lead. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, just playing some defense. See all 3 GVSU players in this corner on the Terps Esports field.
Yeah.
Waiter's going to knock it away from GVSU. Is going to be Hexy's chance to maybe make a shot on goal. He's going to pass the Turtle, just centered, unable to, actualize that. We're going to go for it again. Waiter's in the back here.
Yep. All right, Turtle working on juggling, and GVSU is driving it and crosses the goal,
again, but
no one's quite there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it was set up for Hexy, but he just wasn't in the position there to score. Luckily, though, the Terps are still maintaining, this impressive control over the ball here. They're going to go for another one, but it's blocked by GVSU.
Ooh, Hexy just doesn't have the angle on it. And Turtle is working to drive it back, and Waiters gets it. Just beautiful, beautiful setup between Turtle and Waiters.
Yeah, it's just 3-0 coming into 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Can't ask for much more.
No, you can't, and just I definitely don't want to see them drop their guard in any way, but they do have a bit more armor. They've got a bit more security, which is outstanding to see.
Yeah, definitely.
And a bit wide. And Hexy makes his mark. 4-0. I think they definitely have GVSU psychologically on the edge here. And just where he needs to be. 2 Terps rushing the goal, just ready for the rebound. Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to go in.
Yeah, right now we're just, Terps, all they have to do is just essentially play some defense in this last minute 30, but knowing them, they're just going to go for even more goals here, drive up the score. You saw a great, save from Waiters there.
Yeah.
And Hexy's taking it downfield, blocked by GVSU, but, Waiters there to pick the ball back up. Right now in GVSU's corner, knocked over towards the Terps field, but,
yeah. Just over 1 minute left to go.
Yeah, Waiters coming in,
4-goal
centering the ball
lead.
there.
Yeah.
The 2 GVSU players were there to kind of contest.
And with under a minute remaining, let's see. Graybon kills the shutout. 4-1.
Yeah, unfortunately, just an open goal there.
Yeah.
Turtle unable to block the shot there, and he was just, the last line of defense at half field there.
Still, the cameras are back. The guys look to be in good spirits. They're talking. They're communicating. So their headset, it's usually just a Discord chat. They've got their own channel. They keep it going. They rebound each other. They make fun of each other, but they support each other. It's fun to see. and even when things go their way, they don't dig on each other. It is the best of what esports is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, 10 seconds to go.
Some defense right now.
Yeah.
The Terps are just trying to keep this ball away from GVSU.
Yeah.
Almost an own goal there for GVSU. Just this last second.
Final touch. And the Terps take it 3-1 against GVSU. Beautiful, beautiful comeback. Reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, not even a reverse sweep. They didn't even get to down 0-2.
Well, yeah.
They just, lost that first game, in OT, just 1-0.
Yeah.
It was a very clean game, very close game. And then, these 3 matches that the Terps won were just, insane performances. Like, I think they're just great performances. And you just love to see that. Energy's high, Terps are warmed up. These matches are just going to get harder and harder as they progress farther into this tournament, as the weaker players get weeded out into the losers bracket. And, that they're going to need that same skill into these matches going forward.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. All right. Also, we've just been informed if we win this match, we qualify within the tournament or the other league play. So this really helps put some points on the board, ranking-wise, reputation-wise, and it's just fun to see this come together.
Yeah, I mean, the Terps haven't lost yet in this tournament. We win this, we qualify. I'm uncertain as to the other paths that they will have to take if they don't, clinch this win. But, you don't have to think about that because our Terps are the best and they're obviously going to win.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh.
And we're, before this next match, this, exciting climactic final showdown to qualify, we're going to take a quick break.
All right.
I think by the end of the season, like now, we play together, everyone kind of jokes around a little bit more and kind of shines their natural ray. We're excited just to see them play better as well.
With the middle school program, the best part has been seeing the moments of teamwork where the middle schoolers really seem to get the game, and so that's when you can see they're starting to get a little bit hooked on how esports can be so fun.
Walk game, or will Red turn things around?
Terp Adventures take flight at Stamp. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body, feed your mind, feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform. Find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete, play, with wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the center for campus life, where Terp adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
Welcome back, everyone. We're right here, right back in just in time to jump into this next match. This is our qualifying match.
Yeah!
Just really excited. This best of 5. Hoping for a quick 3-0 because they'll just show the incredible dominance of the Terps.
You sound like state propaganda.
I mean, what can I say? I'm a University of Maryland student. I just love my school. I love my team. I love my players. And what can I say?
All right, we are up against the UT Dallas Comets, I believe, and this is going to be good. We are jumping right the heck on in. Turtle and the guys against UT Dallas, and we are seeing what they are capable of, what their play style is going to be. If you're just joining us, the Terps were able to absolutely they took it 3-1 against GVSU. They were able to crack through an ironclad defense and pull it apart, and just had some beautiful, beautiful games on this stream. And let's see what the guys are up to now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
they are pushing hard in the first 30 seconds. They're leaving people at the midline ready to either fall back or drop in and help out with the offense, but they are ready.
Yeah, I just have to.
What have we got?
Quick shot, unfortunately saved by UT Dallas.
Yep.
We're just trying to re-aggress here, but we're gonna have to go on the back foot. Hexy coming in to play some defense.
Yeah. Let's see, Turtle getting it down the field, and Zora trying to regain territory. Yep, this is definitely the Terps pushing hard into opposing territory and seeing what they can do with it.
Yeah, I think really this series has been about taking this first match to feel out the opposing team and just kind of warming up to playing against them. And I think after that, the Terps are just more than capable of putting on an incredible performance. Just a great save by Hexy there.
Yeah.
Terps were playing some great defense, not letting any goals happen.
Yeah, Dallas is definitely has a strong offensive here. They're trying to push hard, but that may leave them open on the defensive end. So maybe the Terps can exploit that.
Yeah, great block by Turtle there.
Yeah.
He was the last line of defense that would have led to UT Dallas scoring.
Yeah.
Just his coordination with the ball here is just essentially skyrocketed over these last few matches.
Yeah. He is juggling it like a champ, I gotta say. He had some beautiful cross-directional boosts to get some amazing goals in the last match, and we're gonna see what they can do.
Seeing Hexy knock it off the ceiling, trying to center it for his team.
That's interesting, yeah.
Unfortunately, too many UT Dallas teammates were there.
And Zora is seeing what they can do. Yeah, the Terps are really just pushing it into UT Dallas territory as best they can.
Yeah.
And Turtle is trying to get the rebound, just doesn't have the right angle on it.
Yeah,
but this is territory and pressure.
And I think that miss almost gave UT Dallas what they needed to get the ball back into Terps' side of the field and score. Luckily, knocked off the crossbar. Hexy is bringing it back onto UT Dallas' side of the field. Just really trying to force this goal. They've been trying so hard. They're really struggling when they bring it to UT Dallas' side. Their defense is pretty good. I think we're just not approaching it from the right angles at this point.
Yeah. I think UT Dallas has done a pretty good job of shutting down the middle and only allowing for harder angle shots. So you do have to give them some credit there.
I mean, definitely. And I mean, the times when UT Dallas's goal was open, unfortunately, Turtle was unable to, seize that opportunity. He just approached the ball from the wrong angle to get it in there.
Just about 1 minute remaining, no score. This could easily go into overtime. This is now very similar to the first game against GVSU. It's a matter of finding a hole in the opponent's armor and exploiting it. And both sides are rushing back on the defense. I think they know that's more important, and just the Terps aren't quite in the right position. Turtle does this classic thing, and swoops in and picks up a beautiful rebound. Unfortunately, he's not quite there yet.
Yeah, just good defense from UT Dallas. I think a few times the ball lingered way too close to UT Dallas's goal, which could have been seized on by the Terps, so we just weren't in position. There are too many defenders. You just can't get past them. Coming into these last 10 seconds, Terps are going to have to play some quick defense if they want to send it to overtime or even to score. Turtles knocking it away.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive. Waiters trying to take to the air, but unfortunately unable to connect. We're going into overtime.
It touches. All right, we are down to essentially infinite overtime. First team that gets the goal, no matter how much time it has to expire, they get it. They take the game.
Yeah, and it was a great long shot from Hexy, but unfortunately blocked by UT Dallas. Just a similar story from normal time to overtime. Just seeing this intense deadlock of this back and forth. Great defense from both sides. Waiters just trying to pinch it off the side of UT Dallas's corner.
Hexy is trying to set something up here, and it's a matter of heading in the wrong direction. All right. UT Dallas is pushing hard, but Turtle is saying no and getting it off to the side and working on juggling it back. And Zora detonates Turtle.
Yeah, there was just a great block by Turtle. That ball, if it were to, touch the ground, it would have been perfectly centered for UT Dallas.
Exactly. He knows that the best he can do. Oof, that could have been a beautiful rebound shot there. He knows the best he can do is screw up the shot for the other team as best you can. I think it's like when you're playing 8-ball or pool. If you can put your opponent in a terrible position, then you buy yourself some time, you buy yourself some space.
Yeah, and I think it's also definitely that coordination that he has to see the trajectory of the ball, where it's going to go, and how that's going to affect their defense.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful mind, but with Turtle. And Hexy takes it. Beautiful. What from 3? Just
a little
more than
less.
Halfway across the field, just finds that opening, that gap in the armor, and takes it. And the guys are definitely happy. Hexy, Waiters is smiling ear to ear.
Yeah, just a little less than 2 minutes into that overtime, we saw that first goal come out. I think it was really the first time of that match where we saw those defenders that were constantly in UT Dallas's side of the field just kind of just weren't present.
Yeah.
And that shot from halfway across the field was just able to get in. It was just going too fast to catch up to it. It's just great.
Hexy just knew they were behind him. He might have the angle. He might have the shot. There's no harm in taking it. And sometimes some just beautiful goal, perfect angle, just caught them off guard. Right place, right time. Just the usual rush and getting everyone in rebound position, that doesn't always work. Sometimes you just have to get them behind you and just hope your angle and trajectory is going to work and see what can happen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure there were not just luck, not just trying to take a shot there. It's definitely a matter of positioning. Awareness of not just the ball, but the other team. Anyone can be anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not like you've got defenders and offense. There's no offsides.
T-Sing is jumping in on the chat. Hexy, go my nephew. More emojis. We're going to have to figure out if Hexy's the aunt or the uncle. T-Sing's the aunt or the uncle, or it's just a nickname. I love my aunt, but I somewhat explained, and I was staying with her up in New York, and I somewhat explained what Rocket League was, and she looked at me quizzically. She gave me a free place to stay in New York for a week, but she looked at me like, okay. So, the RGB. But thank you to Marty Baralik. Nicest aunt I could ever ask for. Locking back in. Alright. And now, okay, let's see if UT Dallas is going to change their strategy up. And Turtle is
just barely hit off the crossbar.
And there it is. There it is. Waiters gets the rebound. Turtle may have been a little disappointed they couldn't fly in off and get his usual goal, but Waiters just backs him up. He is right where he needs to be.
Yeah, just that side lob from Waiters, just getting it, past and above. UT Dallas players just, weren't in the right position to block that after that kind of. Just barely missed another goal for Terps there. Could have been a, 2-0. Unfortunately, not going to happen. And it's just an open goal.
Open goal, and Zora gets it. Oof.
I think Terps were very caught up in trying to, get back what they had lost with that missed goal there.
Yeah.
That they just didn't have any defenders going back. Didn't foresee the possibility of losing control of the ball there.
No one was close, unfortunately. So it's one up, one even. And let's see if now if the Terps can turn this around very quickly and just sort of nip this in the bud, it's a huge psychological break against UT Dallas, and goes off the crossbar there. So just pressure. And there it is. Turtle with his classic double tap.
Yeah, and I mean, as I was saying, like Turtle has had so much experience. This double tap is essentially textbook. It's like a bread and butter of Rocket League plays. He's just more than capable, like incredibly comfortable, performing that. Just getting it past UT Dallas members. Great block by Waiters there.
It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be elegant. It just has to go in. It's a money ball thing. Just get players across the plate. Just get the ball in the goal. Get drive up the score. Be prepared for things to fall apart because they always do. And Hexy manages to detonate to Sabin.
Yeah, Waiters.
Just give yourself room, give yourself padding and insurance, and if you can get that, then you figured out Rocket League.
Right now we're seeing, a little fight happening on UT Dallas' side of the field. They're trying to get it past Waiters here. Right above Terps' goal, but luckily Turtle is going to be able to knock that away.
Yeah, just honestly, there's very little wasted movement. What have we got? And Dalton ties it up 2-2 with Turtle detonating to Sabin again. Sabin.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you can definitely see, a bit disappointed about that. Just didn't have the right speed to come in and block the shot there.
Yeah.
Just a far left goal, and they were coming in from the right side, just couldn't.
Yeah. With just over 2 minutes left in gameplay, folks. This could definitely go into overtime. Let's see what they can do with it. And let's see what the dudes from Texas have to offer.
But right now we're just seeing UT Dallas keeping the ball on the side of Terps.
Yeah, it's just pressure. They're sending everything they have towards the offense. The Terps might be able to exploit that where defense is concerned. Hexy is falling back, and he knows just keep it off the middle. Keep it around the sides and just drive it. It's not a failure if it goes into overtime. There's nothing, there's no ego lost or pride lost if it has to go into overtime. And Dalton detonates Waiters
Right now, Turtle's trying to get it past these last few defenders to center the ball.
What have we got? What have we got? And Hexy almost has it.
Unfortunately, hit it off the crossbar. Just a bit too much, vertical, force applied to the ball there. And that's going to be 3-2 for UT Dallas here. I think Terps were really shaken up after that missed goal. They didn't, they were a bit hung up on that, unable to see, the space that UT Dallas was taking to score that.
Yeah. Still 51 seconds left. The Terps can definitely do something with that, and Turtle detonates Sora. Unfortunately, Dalton catches the perfect angle there.
Yeah, that 3-2 was the first time UT Dallas was ahead in this match, and right now with this 4-2, they might be running away with it.
All right, that one con coming in, saying let's go Terps. Hey, we agree. Thanks for chiming in. And 40 seconds left. Terps down by 2, but they still they have a 1-0 goal. And Turtle comes in, beautiful, classic sweeps on in. 34 seconds left. Terps can still tie this up, can still do something with it. Otherwise, if it's driven to a third game, it's driven to a third game.
That just came in like a rocket there, just to hit it off the top of his car into the goal.
Exactly.
Right now we're seeing UT Dallas trying to get some aerial work in, blocked. We're seeing
20 seconds
taken
left
to the air, keeping it in midfield for the time being. Got 15 seconds left to make something happen.
Hexy is working on juggling it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
There's a 3-man pinch on the ball there.
They're trying to juggle it in with the last touch. Unfortunately, it hits the ground, and it's now one even between Terps and UT Dallas. Dalton, I gotta say, came out of nowhere. Dalton really stepped up on this one.
Yeah, I think it's just the Terps, unfortunately, they had great performance in the beginning. They had that first goal. They were in the lead for the majority of the match there.
Yeah.
But after it, they lost that edge, when it became 3-2. And, UT Dallas forced that into a 4-2 situation. It seemed pretty, hopeless with the time that they had. And I think really the Terps need to kind of work on staying active. I think, we saw them get hung up there on what they were supposed to do. And I think right now we're hearing some action happen on the field.
Yeah.
Can't see it right now. I can hear some explosions, some fighting.
General acceleration. No, just I think the thing was that I don't want to say they got complacent, but they weren't falling back as quickly as they needed to. And they got caught off guard a couple times and just swung the momentum against them.
Yeah, so. Definitely. I think we're
all
there
right.
We go.
Back
Seeing
to the game.
It, unfortunately, unable to see those first 40 exciting seconds. But luckily, no one scored in that time.
Yeah.
It's still anyone's game.
Absolutely. All right, and remember, this is double elimination. We could see UT Dallas later. We've still got a significant amount of Rocket League ahead of us, guys. Yeah, let's see. They are now gutting it, just at both sides. Really, just trying to take advantage and see what they can do with it. Turtle is trying to juggle it in. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And Hexy is sweeping it back and working on getting it back across the midfield. Hexy is working on juggling it in. Unfortunately, it nails the crossbar. Oof.
Yeah, just a block shot from UT Dallas.
Yeah. I think this might be a detonation-based game. I think maybe if they go, Dalton proved himself to be the best game. Like maybe if they go headhunting on Dalton, maybe they can swing it back. That's kind of the risk of making yourself the star of any team you know, they know who to target.
I mean, I'm not sure. I think in that first match, the Terps showed that they were more than capable of, you know, just playing a clean game.
Yeah.
You know, winning based off of their own skill. I think it's definitely not the best strategy to just solely go for demolitions there.
Right.
Just because if you're focused on that, who's going to get the ball?
Exactly. Yeah, they are. Both sides are gutting it out and trying to keep it away from the center.
Now we're just seeing this fight in the side lane there.
Yeah.
The ball is just going to lazily fly over to Terps' goal there. Luckily for them, no one on UT Dallas is there to connect with it.
It could be me, or maybe they're just kind of keeping it towards the ground level. You know, there's not really a lot of high flying at this moment in time.
Well, I mean, it is just about the boost management.
Yeah.
If you don't have that boost, you can't really do anything.
Exactly.
I think we're not seeing as many impressive cross-field aerial maneuvers, but there's definitely that there. Off the crossbar, barely saved by Turtle.
That is a miracle and a half right there. Oof, amazing save by Turtle. And UT, oof, and Turtle gets it with
off the bottom of the field. Right into the goal there. I just love to see that. You know, definitely a de-stress moment. Very tense, trying to get that ball, like, just barely not into the Terps goal.
Yeah, just check the webcams. The guys are grinning ear to ear and relieved that they've got a little bit of insurance here. I mean, UT Dallas is just playing this fairly ironclad defense, and you know, the Terps are fighting for every square and for everything they can get. And it just goes to the side there, and Dallas is digging it out the best they can, and Turtle is there to, let's see, Hexy is trying to set up a crossplay. Oof, 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 and they're... Dalton just gets a full-length goal. The Terps were just not there in time to manage it.
Yeah, you know, just no one was there to block a shot.
Yeah.
They were all, you know, focused on that UT Dallas side of the field.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly, you know, a bit of a miscalculation. The Terps were ahead 1-0. They could have, you know, afforded to play a bit more defensive there.
Yeah. All right.
I was seeing Turtle try and come in, barely
just
blocked
off
by
to the
UT
side.
Dallas. Hexy taken to the air.
Yep. Seeing what's feasible.
Intercepted by UT Dallas.
Yep. And Waiters is trying to juggle it back and see what he can do with it. Unfortunately, UT Dallas has players there. They're just trying to put up the wall, and the Terps are rushing back, and I think they definitely know that this is going to be an overtime fiesta going on here. Not quite as rough as Valorant when it goes into overtime, but oof. And Waiters is trying to get it in. Turtle is seeing what's feasible. And there it is. Oh, wow! With 3 seconds left.
Yeah, you know, I think you just love to see that. Definitely there was some setup there. Hexy just kind of missed the initial setup there, but luckily, you know, there's 3 people on a team, and with this last 3 seconds,
going for the last touch,
just trying to get this ball to drop.
Yeah.
You know, play some defense. UT Dallas not giving up. They want this overtime, but luckily they just handed the ball right to Terps, and they can send it right into the ground.
Turtle got it just where he needed it to be. The shellback with the well-managed hair. There he was. Just amazing hair. And there it is. 2-1. Terps Esports takes down the UT Dallas Comets in the tournament.
Well, I mean, we still, is the best of 5. We still have another one to go here.
Yeah. All right.
The Terps need
Best of
to
5.
get 3 of these 5 matches to qualify. hopefully they get that soon enough. 2-1. I know I'm sure they're feeling good.
Oh, they gotta be. Yeah.
You know, they've got that tied game situation off of their shoulders.
Yeah.
They're putting up a great fight.
And these teams are getting harder with each round, but the Terps, they are standing their ground. This is amazing to see. We're jumping back in. Yep. Let's see what we got.
Definitely.
Yep. All right. And they take this round, they can move on to the next major opponent and just see what's feasible. Teasing, throwing up some turtles and some smiley emojis. Thank you.
Right now we're just seeing,
all right.
fight for the ball here.
Yeah.
No one's really able to have a firm control over it.
Yep.
Just been back and forth.
Yep. Turtle detonated Sora, and it's going to cross the UMD goal. It's what? All right.
Right now we're seeing Hexy trying to get the ball away from Terps goal.
Yep. And Dalton is trying to juggle, and the Terps are there to try to screw that up. And T-Sabin detonates Waiters for a few seconds of an advantage there. And Turtle gets it from a beautiful angle, almost halfway across the field.
Just straight from downtown.
Absolutely from downtown. Just beautiful, beautiful angle. Great shot.
Yeah.
Classic Turtle double dragons.
Intercepting what I'm sure UT Dallas thought was going to be their chance to, push it down the field. Turtle was just there to intercept, and it was just an open goal for him.
Yep, and Waiters detonates T-Sabin. Or Sabin. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. All right, and Zora's trying to lock in, and oof, that was fairly miraculous. And Terps are digging it out. Dalton is up against Hexy. Hexy blocks it, and Waiters gets it across the top bar. Turtle misses the amazing flying leap, and it's just over 3 minutes. It is Hexy gets a beautiful save. It's a street fight, for territory here, and getting it where it needs to be.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Terps are putting on a great defensive display, forcing UT Dallas on the back foot here.
Yeah.
All three members are on their side of the field,
Yeah.
just trying to defend to keep the Terps from taking any more of a lead than they already have.
Exactly. I think the difference is this: the Terps know that one goal is not insurance, and at 2:31, UT Dallas' Sora ties it up. Yeah. All three Terps were in the back area, just no one was in the right position, and Sora just nailed it in where it needed to be.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Waiters had any boost there to take to the air to get that little bit amount of space that he needed to block that shot. Just left an open goal.
It's just boost management, as you said. All right. Yeah, this may get gutted out into another overtime, folks. Not the worst thing in the world, but yeah.
I wouldn't speak too soon. I mean, there's 2 minutes left here.
Yeah.
Just 1-1. Terps are putting up a great fight here.
Yeah. All right. Seeing that Dalton's been their most dangerous player, so I think they're going to try to keep it away from him. And what's going on? Ooh, Hexy with a beautiful cross block.
Right now we're just playing some mean defense here.
Yeah.
Blocking shots. That pinch up to stop that forward momentum.
Yeah. Buka, one of our best announcers, hopping on and saying he just got here. They are cooking, Buka. They are doing good, and we've got your Buka was here sign here with the Halloween decorations. Nice to see you. All right, get back.
Just barely a save by Dalton there.
Yeah, Waiters, trying for the best angle he can get. And Sora is seeing what he can do with it. Hexy is shutting him down with a minute left to go.
The Terps just don't want to give anything up here.
Yeah.
Turtle
And
just pushing it past the goal.
Yeah, which is always risky.
Keeping it from being centered.
Yeah. Just keep it to the sides, keep it away from the middle, see what can be done with it. And the Terps are just sweeping back. They know defense is an absolute priority here. You know, get it into overtime. It doesn't have to be pretty. 30 seconds remaining. Sora's trying to set it up. And
Waiters knocking it away.
Yeah.
He's taking to the sky here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately blocked by UT Dallas. Turtle is going to have to come in to block.
Yep, and they're going to have to find the mix between offense and defense here. Oof. 6, 5. Oh. Hexy is trying to juggle it in.
Unfortunately blocked by UT Dallas there.
Yeah. And
Still time on the clock.
And it touches the ground, goes into overtime. You are right, Mr. Buka. It is 3 fire emojis.
Right now. This last goal could be what the Terps need to qualify.
Yeah, for the tournament.
Mm-hmm. Right now they're just going to have to play the best that they can, getting it past the first defender, but unfortunately another UT Dallas member was there to stop them.
This is a double elimination tournament, so even if they lose a match, they still have a fighting chance. And they are playing their hearts out. Hexy is trying to set, and he gets it! He gets it! He gets it! Oh my God! There are fist bumps
all around, smiles.
Oh.
You just love to see that. Terps Esports has qualified for the Bluegrass Boost tournament.
Yeah!
Just love to see that. Just 3 wins, one after another.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
You just love to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're seeing them point.
Yeah, towards the bird dog camera.
They want everyone to know that, they did it. They got the job done.
Yes.
Just love to see them.
Very last sec. We're zooming in on their pores. Oh, beautiful, beautiful overtime win. Just amazing, amazing. They played their hearts out, and they are seeing the fruits of their labor. Absolutely awesome. Just Rocket League worth watching. Buka, you came in at the right time. You came in at the most opportune time, and
definitely.
So we just got news from CJ, our director producer. They have one more opponent to take down, but they have qualified within the tournament. These are the points they need. It's the rank they've been hankering for, and just they're having a great night.
Yeah, that weight of qualification is off their shoulders, but they still got to play this match out for that better position in the tournament. Now.
Also, Buka was here. Yeah.
And we're unaware who we're going to be playing next, as we finished incredibly quickly, and we're still in the winners, bracket.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait for that losers bracket to finish out to know who we're gonna be playing next. And we're gonna cut to a quick break while we wait for that.
All right.
Terp Adventures. Take flight at STAM. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body. Feed your mind. Feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform, find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. compete, play, with wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the Center for Campus Life, where Terp adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
I think by the end of the season, like now, we play together, everyone kind of jokes around a little bit more and kind of shines their natural ray. We're excited just to see them play better as well.
With the middle school program, the best part has been seeing the moments of teamwork where the middle schoolers really seem to get the game, and so that's when you can see they're starting to get a little bit hooked on how esports can be so fun.
Off game, or will Red turn things around?
Your ad tech stack is simple, streamlined, and easy to manage, right? Yeah, right. If you're in ad tech, then you know you have a problem. Ad tech is messy, and your tech stack includes way too many tools to effectively manage. At Playwire, we're here to uncomplicate your ad tech stack. We've consolidated the entire publisher ad tech stack into a single platform and added in proprietary technology and advanced tools to generate you even higher CPMs. Get access to an ad tech stack that is simpler and smarter.
My name is Subin Kim. My in-game name is Carrots, and I'm the controller of this team.
My name is Hannah. My IGN is Tuxedo Sam, and I play Sentinel for the team.
My name is Sima. My in-game name is Care Bear, and I'm a flex.
My name is Megan. My IGN is Giraffe, and I'm an initiator.
My name is Sophia. My IGN is Soap, and I'm an initiator.
Hi everyone, I'm Ayush. My in-game name is Dulce, and I'm the coach.
For me, I think it was just really interesting to see like our names on like social media and like on a website. I'm just like, whoa, my name is on a website but so I think that was like the number one thing that kind of like just it brought the realization of like what kind of team I'm in, like what kind of position I'm in.
Meeting them. It's like hard to make a woman and non-binary friends in Valorant, so it's just really nice that we have like a team specifically for that.
The studio.
Yeah.
Oh, the studio.
The
Oh,
studio.
I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know that existed until like remember like when we first talked about the studio, I was like, what's that? When I first went to the room, I was like, oh, there's cameras and lighting. I'm just like, that's
Nice computer.
nice computer.
The monitors
So
are
true.
crazy.
Winning.
Yeah.
Oh, so true.
Yeah.
W winning.
Getting that.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I feel like
was pretty cool.
Plastic.
hey. I would say supportive is definitely like Dusty and Rachel. Those two, just like making sure we had scrims down, making sure we had practice schedules down. Like Dusty making sure like to pick out what we did wrong, just like helping us improve. I think definitely.
Yeah, Dusty's a very present coach, so
Very.
it's like he's really reliable and helped us through the whole season.
Thanks, team.
Yeah, you'd even like schedule things for us,
Like organize all those schedules.
help us map bands and like talk to
Stats,
them
yeah.
if like realize if one of them was like unranked or something. Breaking a
Forfeit
rule,
teams.
making teams forfeit.
Maybe we don't talk about that last part.
I would also say like our fans in chat, like on
Oh,
stream and
true.
stuff. It was nice knowing
W
people
chat.
watching us.
And the haters.
Oh yeah.
Improve in the higher division.
Yeah, it is definitely more challenging because we're in a higher division now. But I think we could with our coordination. I definitely think we could. We need to bring home another one of these.
It feels great.
You
Yeah.
guys know this is the first title that Terps Esports has won.
Wait, seriously?
And by
really?
women.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
First time.
cool.
I like playing Valorant.
Have an excuse to play games.
That's true. That's good.
For me, I joined because I've always wanted to be on a women's team, especially since I got to UMD, and me and Dusty had always tried to make teams work every semester, and this was the first time it actually did work and stuck, and the people who tried out were committed. So I guess I've always just wanted to be on a women's team to connect more to that community.
To make friends.
So I had that gap, without a team for a while, and then I saw the form, and I was like, I really want to try this. This sounds fun. And then, yeah, I play Valorant too much. First of all, I did not imagine me being IGL when I first started because I am outside of my Lilac team. I am known as the no brain, only aim chamber in comp. So I did not imagine myself being IGL. But I think it's if there were some difficulties in the beginning because no one I wasn't used to giving out comms. I was just very confused. But I think now it's just the amount of trust that my teammates give me when I give out comms and the amount of coordination that we have. I just love being IGLing because I trust that things will work out.
I'm also known as Sind, and I'm an initiator player for the Valorant Premier team.
I'm Kazu, and I go by NJV, and I'm the coach for the team.
I'm Richard, and I go by Pickle Richard, and I'm the duelist player.
Pretty fun. I definitely liked all the guys I was playing with. It's fun to get in the server with them. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge balancing it with other things, but
yeah,
it's definitely something that I enjoy doing a lot.
Yeah, making like all the friends that we made through this team, so it really makes me happy. So it's like really awesome that we did this.
Yeah, I think I had really fun times on this team. I played well every single game.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I think my favorite moment was map 5. I think that was a really fun match.
The grand finals.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
the
was
grand
fun.
final. Yeah.
Remember what map it was?
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was Sunset. Yeah,
Sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you played Rays.
Yeah, I played Rays.
Yeah, no, that map was really intense. Like, it was super, super hard. The pressure was definitely on. Like, it was super late at night. It was like midnight or something.
It was very late. It was really late.
1 a.m. or
like my favorite moment was probably the first match of the season.
Oh yeah.
First time in the studio together.
Oh, in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. It
That
was like
fun.
fun seeing all the Academy boys in the studio. So that was sick. Yeah.
My personal goal is I think I'm gonna try to hit Radiant this season.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely to win Big Ten right now, and then place top 8 in CVAL. That's our goal.
Top 8 CVAL.
Yeah.
Big Ten is definitely the thing I'm most interested in seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not flying out, but hopefully, or the boys do well over
Hopefully
it.
we win.
Where is it? OSU? Ohio State?
Yeah, Ohio.
Ohio.
I promise at least second place.
At least second place? I think we can win it.
I think we can win it too.
I think we can.
We gotta be humble.
Everyone, we just we can't get complacent.
Can't get complacent. Never that.
That's a good one.
Go ahead.
Honestly, like unironically, I think Kazu is a very fun person to have in the program as like an emotional leader. Even though he doesn't always, sometimes things can get a little disorganized with Kazu at the helm.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
For as much flack as we give him for being terrible at the game, he's actually.
Yeah, if you watch our
he's
games
actually a very
while I play, you'll be surprised. Like, I hear Hollis is guy my coach a lot.
Yeah.
Like a weird amount of times.
But I think Kazu's a great addition for him. I love him.
Yeah, I love
He's
him.
great.
You love Valorant.
He's very wholesome.
He is very awesome.
Yeah,
He's
Radiant, remember that.
I'm Radiant, remember that.
Yeah, his timeouts have improved a lot too. As someone who's seen him coach over the last like 2.5 years.
Yeah,
your old timeouts were.
Yeah, that was when I was a little baby boy coach.
Yeah, but now he's improved a lot.
Yeah.
I really like having him as a coach.
Thank you, Gregory. Wow, this is great. Let's do this more often.
That's the most praise you've ever heard.
He got an ego boost for free today.
That was awesome.
All right, folks, welcome back to Terps Esports Rocket League. The next opponent has been decided. We are up against Indiana Esports. They just finished a long match. They drew it out against their opponent to 5 games. I think they were playing for over 31 minutes, as far as I heard from the guys. And the Terps might have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Terps have already qualified for this tournament going forward, so I'm sure they're pretty cool and calm and collected going into this match.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see how that'll affect their gameplay, whether they play, better or worse, who knows. Just great defense from Hexy coming out here.
Yep. And Indiana is putting on the pressure already, but roughly 30 seconds into the game. The Terps are back playing as the gold/orange, and Indiana is in the blue. So, let's see.
Definitely.
Yep.
Just ball up in the air right now. Hexy trying to center it for his team.
Yep.
Unfortunately, gets knocked away by Indiana.
And the amazing Pablo, period, is seeing what he can do. All right. Let's see.
Bit of a lull in the action, not too intense in the conflict, just trying to center themselves, get into position to make the next play.
Yeah. And like we said earlier, this is a progressive tournament. Each opponent is only going to get tougher. I believe this is best of 5?
Yes, this is best of 5.
Okay.
This is currently the finals that the Terps are in right now.
So if they win this best of 5, they take it all, or?
I mean, I would assume so.
Nice. All right, folks. Let us know what you think in the chat. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. And hope you're having a good night. Let's see.
Just barely blocked shot. Terps almost had, the first goal of the match here. But unfortunately, Indiana coming in to block that. Ball hanging out above the goal, knocked away by Waiters. Maxie coming in. Trying to make something happen, just barely missed the goal there, knocked away by Indiana. Seeing, some of them hanging back, waiting to get that boost back up. Terps are going to seize this chance to force the ball into Indiana's territory. Taken out by Pablo.
Let's see. Yeah, and the Terps are trying to sweep it back into Indiana territory. And just a lot of conflict along the midfield. Neither side really wants to cede the territory.
Seeing this mid-air fight.
Yep, MST is juggling the best he can, and so is Waiters. So just everything's kind of getting tangled up in the corner.
Just barely running out of boost. Indiana unable to complete that aerial. Terps are going to seize that chance to get some movement on the ball in their favor.
Hexy is nudging it towards the goal and seeing what he can set up. Yeah.
Unfortunately, unable to get any shot on goal as Indiana bats it away. Just intense, back and forth coming out here.
You said shot on goal earlier. I thought you said Shaolin goal, and there was a terrible movie about Shaolin soccer years ago. Anyway, locking back in. All right, and almost, and Pablo is trying to clear. Hexy gets it, gets the first goal of the game. Just amazing tip in. Just flies in.
Yeah, the ball just lingered around Indiana's goal for way too long. Just let the Terps get into position to re-aggress. And, they just used the power of the boost to force it past the Indiana goalkeepers.
Just over a minute left, folks. Terps have a little bit of insurance. Goes off the crossbar, and Terps are trying to play their advantage. Let's see, Turtle is trying to get back to the midfield. Yeah, they were moving up a little too close, and oh my,
just
Hexy
barely falling out.
Yeah,
Hexy unable to complete that transaction.
Turtle tries to
get that back.
It tries to put himself in the best rebound position he can.
Yeah, but they've lost a bit of control over the field here and the ball. They're gonna have to come in and play some defense. Hexy knocking the ball away. Waiters trying to get it out from center
corner. Let's see. They know they have some insurance, but they know this could easily wind up as an overtime thing and get fairly ugly very quickly. They've just got to make the most of Indiana's mistakes where they're available.
Yeah, coming in to these 15 seconds left, playing
13,
great defense,
12, 11,
giving no space to
10.
Indiana.
Yep.
It's, just got to keep this ball away.
Just clear it. And 2-1, and get it grounded on the touch.
Hexy's taking it into the air, just getting it past Indiana.
Yeah,
the ball's
just
gonna
buying
fall
himself
there.
real estate, and UMD takes the first match. Awesome to see. Just Indiana, as solid as their defense was, they just left them alone with the ball a little too long, and Hexy just took advantage of it completely. Even though Hexy has historically been the goalkeeper, or more on the defensive end, he swept up, Turtle rotated back. Just awesome to see.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was just, great, performance out of both teams. Very low scoring match. Just very intense, just, as I said, back and forth. No one is, yet displaying, a dominant, just performance, I guess. No one is dominating the field yet. This might, change as the matches go on.
Yeah.
I know Terps have a pattern of kind of taking this first match to get comfortable and then kind of, excelling in those later matches. With that already first win down for them, it's,
2 more to go,
great to
and
see.
they walk home with the cake. Yeah. Pablo just waiting in the wings, gets the rebound. I was hoping the Terps could dig it out. I really was. Waiters was trying to get back. He was.
Yeah, unfortunately, Waiters was too far back into the goal, so that by the time he made contact with the ball, it was already, past the line.
Yeah.
Indiana coming in, having to block, a straight-ahead shot off of kickoff from Terps.
Pablo is just scooping up boosts where he can.
And right now, just an aerial by Hexy getting blocked by Indiana. Just trying to clear this ball. Definitely on the back foot now that it's just 1-0. They had the lead the whole time in that last match, but right out the gate, they've lost it.
Yeah. They're definitely trying to drive it, to clear some room, drive into territory, into Indiana territory. Indiana is keeping very, very steady pressure on them. They're moving pretty much everything they can up into offense. So the Terps are going to have to drive past that and work around that.
Yeah, definitely. Right now we're just seeing
right off the top bar.
Terps trying to intercept.
And Turtle is trying to drive it away and juggle it into a fortuitous position. Pretty much open goal, and the Terps swing in and cut that off.
Yeah, luckily Turtle was there to bat it away. I think Indiana has had a lot of situations where they have, they just need to get one good hit on the ball and they could score a goal there. And I think out of, the grace of some higher power and their own skill, the Terps have been able to stop that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Hexy is just trying to drive it in and set something up. And Pablo scores again.
Yeah,
with
unfortunately.
2:53 left in the game.
No one on the side of Terps was there to stop that. Everyone was down on Indiana's side of the field, trying to score that goal to tie it up, but they left themselves open to, losing another goal.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting, and/or protracted, set, just possible set of 5. Honestly, it's and Waiters. Waiters breaks the momentum, which is great to see.
Yeah, Waiters just had so much space there. If you just see this, there was no defender around. As soon as they start closing in on him is when he decides to, push the ball forward. But he's just controlling the ball, gliding it essentially into a goal there.
2:36 left to go. Turtle detonates Kodumeister. And let's see, it's still amazingly in front. All right, the Terps are pushing against Indiana's goal. Hopefully they can swing back. And MST responds. Ooh.
Yeah, what I think is very interesting to see is that Indiana only had 2 people defending there. They've been able to fight back against these Terps pushes with only 2 defenders, and Indiana, their third player, is just on the side of Terps for if or when they wrestle that ball away from whoever is up front there, they're able to just easily score because no one is back there.
Yeah. Let's see. MST is trying to get the pick here. Oof. Yeah. And the Terps are trying to drive it down and keep it in Indiana's territory. It's 3-1 to Indiana. Terps have a 1-game lead so far. And Pablo is working on driving it.
Yeah, right now we're just seeing some like little interactions, little fights over the ball
skirmishes,
here. And that's just another goal
Pablo
for Indiana.
scores, yeah. Oof.
I think really a big problem that the Terps are facing here is just not enough defenders.
Exactly. So 4-1 Indiana over the Terps. And let's see, just under 90 seconds left to play, folks. And Hexy kicks some life back into it. 4-2, just absolutely goes up against MST. And Hexy gets a beautiful, beautiful rebound off of Waiters' kick.
Yeah, I think really where Terps is shining in this match in particular is those early kickoff goals. Just having that open space, and, you know, they're great at taking that. I think really just have to make sure they're not leaving that same space open for Indiana.
If they can swing back fast enough and if they can just make the most of Indiana's mistakes, then they have this series. You know, keep in mind that 1 minute remaining. This is still very, very early in the series. Oof, they get lucky off that, but MST just picks the rebound and makes it 5-2.
That definitely, I think, you know, Indiana, maybe possibly we're feeling a bit loose with that 3-score lead, and allowed the Terps, you know, get that second goal. But after that, I think they just locked in. They maintained that tight formation that we've been seeing this whole match, and, you know, haven't let Terps get another inch after that.
Yeah. Just, they are, oof. Yeah, Hexy just barely gets it. They are making the most of the Terps' mistakes, unfortunately. You know, the Terps just aren't dropping back fast enough, and they're leaving too many opportunities open. And with 15 seconds left to go, here we are. But you know what? It's best of 5. 6. Yeah. 1.
Just unable to.
Yeah. Oh, and Waiters. Oof.
At least they scored to make it 5-3.
Yeah. Waiters just swings in, says, you know, you may have us down on this, but we are going to go down screaming, kicking, and it's 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Terps are really going to have to, like, think about what, you know, went wrong in that game.
Yeah.
5-3 is, you know, a scoreline that's disproportionate to, you know, the first one. It was just a very close, very tight game.
Oh, yeah,
you know, only one goal happening in that first match. And then in the second one, you just have 8 goals happen for either side. It's, you know, I think things are getting a bit looser.
Yeah,
especially on the side of Terps. You know, they're overextending. Their, you know, their defense isn't as, you know, capable as we've seen them have.
Yeah.
And they just definitely need to talk that through.
I agree. I think they definitely want it more than anything. It's just they've got to swing back faster. They've got to keep it out of open territory. And they just can't offer those opportunities again and again. You know, and you do have to credit Indiana's defense. It swings back quickly, and they just cover the net as best they can.
Yeah, definitely.
there are gaps in the armor, but you know the Terps have to learn. And Pablo detonates Turtle right off the bat. Yeah.
Hexy unable to materialize that goal there. No one was
Yeah.
there to back him up. All right, now we're just seeing.
And Pablo is trying to juggle it to his needs. And
No definite shot on goals here early into this match. MST just trying to aerial it, set up their teammates.
Yeah, I mean there are no weak players on Indiana. Pablo and MST are just devastating if you give them a chance, and Kodu Meister is backing them up every inch of the way.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's as it is the finals. It's the best players competing.
And UMD kicks it away. They're just not letting anything go amiss here, or they're just saying, we've made mistakes. You are not going to have these opportunities, and they are. MST detonates Hexy, and just pressure. That's the campaign on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
We have just been informed. We may have set a new record. This is our 5th match of the night. We have run a quintuple header, which makes us braver than first responders.
Wow, I think that's a bold thing to say. Okay, I wouldn't say that. Doing a quintuple header is.
And there it is. Turtle just the pressure. Just keeps the pressure on. Turtle sees the opportunity, hits the boost, and gets it.
Yeah, just incredibly clean. Definitely, Terps are looking better than in their previous match. They're just, it's a return to form.
Yeah, Pablo detonates Waiters. The Terps just have to keep this up and realize that there is no amount of insurance that's going to buy them even a second of comfort. Pablo and MST are keeping an incredible amount of pressure on. They're getting in front of the goal. Dummeister detonates Waiters there, and just Hexy is working on keeping the pressure on, but the Terps have got to swing back, and they got to just make sure that their defense is absolutely ironclad.
Definitely, we're just seeing this little fight in the corner of Indiana's field.
It's a skirmish. Turtle is trying to set it up, and it's 2 minutes left. They are trying to buy themselves some insurance and some breathing room.
Yeah, we're just seeing some minimal shot on goals, just playing defense, playing safe. Unfortunately,
exactly. Pablo scores, ties it 1-1 with just under 2 minutes left. Just not enough coverage of the
I just
goal.
think it was that control of the ball, just let them just breeze past, Terps players.
Yeah.
Now we're just seeing, Waiters taking to the air.
Yeah.
Trying to get past Indiana. Unfortunately blocked, but Turtle's there to respond.
And what can they're seeing if they can get just a cross kick or a rebound or something. It's 1-1. Just there is no amount of insurance that's gonna buy you relief from the very best. And you have to handle every play, every second of it as preciously as possible. There's really no room for error. We are at 1 minute left to play, folks. It's tied 1-1. MST tries to juggle it in, doesn't get the angle. And Kodu Meister is putting some pressure on UMD as well. All right, Pablo detonates Turtle, and he's trying to find a way in.
Waiter setting it up for Hexy to take into the air.
This is
Indiana.
no one is given any ground here. This is, you know, no one has an easy time on the field at this point in time. Hexy is trying to juggle it in, seeing what can be made of it, and Waiters almost had the leap.
Indiana was just there to intercept. I think
Yeah.
every time we've seen someone take to the air, there's always someone there to, you know, bump them away from the ball or stop it.
Just
The ball is just going to go flying past Indiana's goal. Unfortunately, you know, no points will be awarded down to this last second.
They're hoping for the
And
touch,
just
and it's
hitting
gone
into
into overtime, folks. First person to score, no matter how much time passes, gets the round. This is just white knuckle Rocket League at this point. No one's giving up. No one's allowing for error. They are just they are gutting it out. They are fighting their hearts out here.
Definitely. Right now we're just seeing most of the action happen on Indiana's side of the field. Hexy's going to barely save it.
Yeah.
You know, Waiters is going to send it away.
Yeah.
Into Indiana's side of the field. No shot on goal yet.
Waiters was trying, and MSC was just there to block it. You know, just about psychic at that point. All right, Pablo is trying to do something with it. Even Kodumeister is moving up the field, albeit he seems to be falling back some more. And
Waiters, luckily,
yeah,
getting that ball away from center would have
Yeah.
been a dangerous position to let Indiana have.
Hexy is trying to get the rebound. And Turtle gets it! Turtle gets it! Turtle gets it! The shelled one. He gets it. Just beautiful rebound. Minute 15 in. Just final. Oh.
Yeah, just great.
I have next to nothing invested, and my stomach is like, this is an ulcer.
I think maybe you should get that checked out. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm feeling the energy, obviously. Maybe not as intense as getting an ulcer.
Yeah.
It's just great to see, you know, Terps going into OT.
Yeah.
You know, not as long as some of their previous overtime experiences have been.
Mm-hmm.
They're easily able to, you know, set each other up and follow up. Indiana just left themselves open on that right side of the goal.
Yeah.
And luckily Turtle was able to capitalize on that.
Just amazing. Classic Turtle swoop in, just absolutely where he needs to be. And right now, Terps are leading the series 2-1. This could be the match. This could take it all for him.
Indeed.
Yeah. And Pablo detonates Turtle 24 seconds into the game. Just there is no room for error. Oof. And fortunately, the UMD is there to guard their goal. And just pressure from Indiana on this one.
Right now, it's just
oof.
Great
and
shot.
Hexy gets it. That was amazing. Just catches Pablo off guard, swoops in, perfect boost, gets it past two Indiana defenders, MST and Kodemeister, and just gets it right angle, right place, right time, buys themselves a little room to breathe, which, as they probably know, will not last for long. Because I'm overcautious. Turtle just lines it up. Hexy goes in, gets this beautiful rebound. Twin black and white dragons, just amazing to watch.
Yeah, I think Indiana players are just very out of position. You're seeing them lean a lot to one side of the field.
Oof. That is...
I think MST believed that to be going in, but thankfully it was saved by Turtle and then Hexy.
And/or Physics.
And then, you know, Indiana is just very leaning to one side of the field.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh,
great save by
was
Waiters.
A miracle and a half.
Terps are fighting for their life here to get this ball out of their goal.
They have the biggest lead that they've had during this series, but even Kodumeister is contributing against them. To the Funky Worm by the Ohio players with hearts and flowers and stars and musical notes and apparently a magical anime girl.
That's Hatsune Miku.
Oh, okay.
Just
musician.
Oh,
neat.
Unfortunately, an open goal from Terps.
Right
MSC
off
is
the
going to score
kick.
there. You just hate to see that. Terps had a 2-0 lead, is now tied 2-2. 3 minutes left in this match, or 3 minutes 20. Terps, in the span of less than 2 minutes, got and then squandered that lead. They're going to have to try their best to maybe shift that momentum in their favor.
Oof. But yeah, the Hatsune Miku was good. I stand corrected. There is IP tie-in.
Open goal for the Terps. Unable to stop that. Hands on heads. Disappointed.
Kodumeister is playing more aggressively and gets the Hatsune Miku.
Not even aggressively. The Terps just kind of overextended there. Just as we've been seeing through this whole series, just 3 people on Indiana's side, no one there to defend, just leaves an open goal.
Hexy detonates MST, and this is ugly. All right.
MSC taking the air. Turtle, last line of defense,
Yeah.
misses, but luckily Waiters is there to help defend.
And Waiters is trying to juggle. Let's see if UMD can tie this up with just over 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play.
Passes to Hexy.
Yeah.
A little left of the goal.
Yeah. Let's see what's what.
Ball in midfield right now. Indiana trying to make a charge for the Terps Esports goal.
And they get into Terps territory. Let's see.
Turtle coming up,
Yep.
blocking that aerial.
Yeah, this is just frantic back and forth, back and forth. A beautiful Terps block there. And MST is playing. Oh, jeez. Hexy is pushing it down the midfield, straight down the center. And Waiters is trying to get it in, blocked by Pablo.
And unfortunately, Turtle was unable to connect with that aerial to get another shot on goal.
Yeah.
Just seeing Indiana regain control over this ball.
Yeah. Waiters gets the cross block, just over minute 20 left. 3-2 Indiana. But you're right, there is no room for error. Beautiful 2-goal lead just unfortunately evaporates.
Turtle coming in.
Yeah.
Indiana batting the ball away.
And Turtle detonates MST.
Ball right above the goal.
Yep,
Turtle
yep,
unable to connect with it.
Oof.
Hexy has to move back to stop a shot.
Yeah. All
He's
right,
in the
Hexy
corner.
digs it out in the corner, but is facing off against MST. Kodumeister is moving up to try to help Indiana out, even though he's been their defensive anchor. And let's see. And everyone is leaping and charging for it with 30 seconds remaining.
We're seeing Hexy take a shot.
Right in front
Banked
of
off the side.
Yeah. Waiters tried to get it in.
10 seconds left.
Yeah.
Terps have to make something happen if they want to take this to OT. Hexy in the air.
What have we got? What have we got? Ooh, and it touches
that ball
down.
Is gonna fall. And that's the 2-2 series right now.
Oof.
Match 5 is just like a second away, essentially.
This is a heart attack on ice.
This is the first time the Terps have been forced into a Game 5 situation, and it is in the finals. You know,
for the Bluegrass Boost Battle tournament, which sounds amazing and is. This is. If you had nails, you bit through them already. Oh my God. We are absolutely hyped for the last match of the night. This is almost terrifying. We have the support of the Halloween cat. This is amazing.
Definitely, and I know, the Terps have been playing so many matches tonight. Their energy possibly waning. I know they're trying their best to stay elevated in this Game 5 situation.
They've been playing since 6:30 p.m., folks. They are over 3 hours in on this. Their hands are melded to the controllers, and Dummeister detonates the turtle. Wow. And Turtle goes for the long shot, blocked by Pablo. And the pressure has begun, and the Terps are trying to dig it out of their goal area. And Hexy is seeing what can be done with no boosts to his name. And Turtle gets it! Tortuga! The shelled one with the fabulous hair. All right, just amazing, just classic Turtle rebound. Gets it in, buys himself a little bit of insurance, which obviously better than nothing, but it is a heart attack trying to keep that insurance. They got to dig it out. They got to keep the pressure on. Case in point, they had that goal for a number of seconds. And MST just scores. MST just is right where he needs to be. Turtle can't block it. And the guys, well, they're tied, but, the joy and elation and comfort of about 4.5 seconds just went out the window. And Pablo is in. Dummeister sets it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Terps have lost the lead that they got 30 seconds into this match.
Yeah.
Like, before even a minute is up, it is now 2-1 for Indiana. The Terps are, a little bit down. They're going to have to reassess. Just letting those goals in one after another.
Yeah, Dummeister detonates Turtle. MST scores. Oof. And the Terps are going to have to work to keep it from getting completely away from them. Fortunately, they still got over 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I think definitely, a conversation needs to be had about what's going on, who's supposed to be where. I know people are getting demoed, but, it looks like at this point Indiana's getting free shots on goal.
Yeah. Turtle, all right. Terps are working on driving it back. Boy, oh boy. And Turtle is going for essentially an open goal. He is being blocked out. Oof, it is just back and forth here, folks.
Hexy managed to get the ball away from MST.
Yeah.
Gonna send it towards Indiana's goal.
Yeah. And Kodemeister is acting like Indiana's brick wall. What have we got? Waiters kicks it a bit high. Just over the goal.
Great defense by Hexy there.
Yeah.
Just really trying to minimize the amount of control Indiana has over this field here, going up into the air to block them. We're seeing this.
Yeah.
This 3-man contest for ball in the corner of Terps.
Yeah. I think the best they can do is just play a more defensive game and just look for the openings where they can find them. What we got? Ooh.
Seeing a block
Yeah.
from Indiana.
Yeah.
seeing them make a surge for
Yeah.
the Terps goal.
Dalmeister detonates Waiters.
Into the air.
Yep. All right, just over 2.5 minutes left to play. And boys are not
Actually
giving up.
taken to the air.
Oh!
Just barely tapped out by Indiana.
Wow.
Ball is still on Indiana's side of the field. The Terps are capable of reaggressing. Just barely hits the crossbar. Turtle is backing to play defense here.
Yeah.
Knocks it up away from the goal. MSC is going to send it back towards the Terps goal.
Oh! And Pablo gets it off a beautiful rebound.
Yeah, right now it's 4-1 with 2 minutes remaining. The Terps are going to have to score at least 3 goals during this time if they want to tie it up, take it to OT. You know, they're going to have to get 4 if they want to win with no OT. It's going to be, it's a tall order,
And
but it's
Pablo
something the Terps aren't incapable of.
detonates Waiters there. Oof.
Turtle centering it for his team.
MST detonates
Unfortunately.
Turtle. Yeah, this is becoming a debt-heavy game. Yeah, it does seem like they're targeting Turtle. Let's see if the guys can do anything with it.
Pablo taking to the air and just gets it around Waiters.
Yeah, MST. Right place, right time.
Just gonna come flying in.
Yeah.
They need at least something to
Yeah.
regain their pride, regain their energy that they had coming into this match.
Yeah. They are fighting for every square inch they can get here.
Waiters is back to play some defense.
Yep.
Coming in, Turtle. He's going to demo Pablo there
Yep.
to wrangle the ball away from them. Sending it across the
There it
field.
goes, there it goes. Oof.
Open goal blocked by Pablo.
Oh.
Right now.
And
Nearing 30 seconds
there it
left.
goes, there it goes. And Waiters is going to make sure that, you know, they know they were there. And it's 5-2 with 36 seconds left.
Yeah, I think, you know, they got that goal. I'm sure they're happy they scored, but they know it's not enough.
Yeah. But you know what? They faced off against five opponents tonight, and they took down 3 of them, at the very least. You gotta walk away proud from that. Actually, 4. I'm sorry, 4. Yeah.
4 opponents and a qualification.
Yeah.
I think, you know, that's nothing to bat an eye at.
You can't sneeze at that one. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
seconds.
2.
Trying to get one last goal, make it 5-3.
Seeing what they can do with the last
Unfortunately,
touch.
the ball's going to touch the ground.
Yep.
And that is the first loss of the night in finals for
Oof.
Terps. Luckily, though, it does not have an impact on their qualification.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're still happy about their qualification.
Yeah.
You know, they're still going to have to face off against Indiana at some point in the tournament because Indiana also qualified.
Mhm.
So from this, they're going to have to, you know, take what they've learned and kind of grow. Indiana had, you know, incredible defense. And I think that's something that was really lacking throughout this whole night from Terps.
Yeah.
They're overextending.
Yeah.
They're getting caught out when they shouldn't. And Indiana was just, you know, one of those, you know, best teams. They made it to the finals against Terps, and they were just really capitalizing on that.
Exactly.
And it's something that they have to work out. But I know that, you know, they should still be proud of what they accomplished tonight, winning 4 games, qualifying for the Bluegrass Boost Battle. And, you know, it was a great Rocket League match altogether tonight.
They're honestly, just go home, get some rest, watch some tape later. learn from it, and I think they're going to come back even harder. And this is qualification, and
it's great.
They qualified. They cut through 4 opponents, and got taken down on a pretty close basis on the last one. Just amazing to watch and be part of and cast. And this is honestly best part of the job. Just and they, there's the little salts in the wounds, but they're going to come back better, and they always have. Last year there was the Studio C curse where the guys were winning, but not here in Studio C. They broke that curse. They've been doing incredibly well, but they're going to come back harder. They're going to come back stronger. They're going to learn from this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just great to see you. You can see them all, waving. Turtle's still a bit locked in.
Yeah.
It's just great. You love to see them play. We're so happy that they qualified. And as we close out here tonight, we want to thank our sponsors, Playwire, the Philip Merrill College of Journalism, and Recreation Wellness here at the University of Maryland.
Yeah. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with us. And, hey, have a great night, guys. And see you soon. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.